What's going on, guys? I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. Been a little bit hectic last few minutes. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I am Dr. Delay, and I've got another stream for you tonight as we have the Dodgers taking on the San Diego Padres. I'm going to try to get this poll real quick. So yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I know kind of late. Do apologize. How's it going? It's going, Draven. How about you, man? Hanging in there. Had a pretty good stream yesterday. With the Pirates one was not honestly the best stream in the world. That was actually not great. Sigma. Yeah, I'm Sigma. Julia Blackwell. I'm not familiar with you, but okay. Well, Sigma. I've actually have heard that word before. It's a long time ago. Like in I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's going to be upstairs ball one. Thank you for stopping by. Sigma. I'm trying to think. It was I actually was told I was Sigma, and then I had no idea what it was, and I was explained that it meant like cool or something. I don't know. Upstairs ball two. As I feel like I've just insulted you. I didn't mean to do that. That's on me. That's on my bad. Welcome by Julia. Hopefully if you like what you see, you hit that subscribe button, as that one's going to be in there for strike one. Again, I am starting really late. I literally have been running around trying to get here in time. Otani batting .293, OPS of 1021. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball three. And feel free to vote. Draven, Julian, Trisk, feel free to vote who you got tonight. There are already 4 votes there. Dodgers up 75%. Here's the 3-1. And that's going to be hit to right, and that's fouled. Went to my cousin's speed day, so missed the strike. Oh, dude, you're good, man. Yesterday I actually I got 9 subscribers from the football stream yesterday. That was really cool. So that gave me a lot more confidence going into football season. Because again, that's kind of my thing. I prefer football. Again, baseball's fun, but football is kind of my thing. Here's the 3-2, and Otani hits this to right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Tatis snags it. Otani jogging into second. So that's a leadoff double, and it's apparently like a lot of cheering there. And this is in San Diego. Oh, hopefully you guys do like the new thumbnail. Again, that just debuted literally just now. Well, not just now. Yesterday with the Pirates, Phillies, and then of course with the UFL. So hopefully you guys find that a lot more visually appealing. As that's going to bring on Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts batting .274, OPS of 7. I'm trying to think where I heard Sigma before. I'm still on that. 9 home runs, 33 RBIs. I think it was one of my wife's friends. As that's going to be popped foul. 0-1 count. 9 home runs, 33 RBIs. I woke up and seen Jair was gone from the Packers. So I was like, well, great month. Yeah, well, I had some Steelers friends like, hey, no, we definitely got to get on this guy. I'm like, well, I thought the same thing, but realistically, we ain't going to get him. It'd be good, though. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Machado throws to first for out number 1. So, again, feel free to vote. We got a little poll going up. Looks like Dodgers up 67% to 33%. So, again, most of you guys thinking it's going to be the Dodgers in a battle of, again, the elites of baseball here. Not, you can argue who's the best team in baseball. Tigers would probably be a good argument. 39-27, 37-27. As in steps in Freddie Freeman, batting .345, OPS of 1,000, as that's going to be in there, strike one. Freeman, he is batting. He has 9 home runs and 40 RBIs on the year. 0-1 count. That's going to be low for ball 1. Low, high, high, low. Low, high, high, low. You know, I actually saw that comment as I was loading up. I have no idea. Like, are you saying, like, I actually don't know. And I'm sorry if it's just going over my head. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside ball 2. 2-1 count to Freddie Freeman. Otani already doubled, so if you're tuning in hoping to see Otani, well, you're not going to see anybody. You have to see me call the game. And Otani doubled to lead off. So he's on second. 1 out here in the top of the first. Here is Freddie. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hello, Draven. Yeah, no, you guys interact too, of course. Nice, wholesome community. Kind of got wrecked the other day, but it is what it is. You know, we kind of improvise, adapt, overcome kind of thing. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ripped to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. I imagine Otani's rounding third, heading for home, and there he is, crossing home plate. Freeman is safe at second, as there is the Freddie Freeman Fortnite dance that some people like, some people don't. We'll just put it that way. So the Dodgers already up 1-0. As Teoscar Hernandez is going to come to the plate. 266 batting average, 789 OPS, 10 home runs, 43 RBIs. Julius Sigma. Yeah, Julius Sigma. I think I actually know who that is. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low. And if I don't know you, then my bad. I'm actually going to confirm right now. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Sorry, I'm just texting my wife here. If that is you, I do appreciate you stopping by. If this is actually your first time joining, well then, you know, my bad. I don't know you then. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit. Oh, what a snag by Machado. Throws to first. Oh, Arraez couldn't handle it. It gets away, and Freeman is going to have to hold up on third. The throw looked fine. I don't know what they're going to rule it. It looks like they're going to say it was a hit, so Pivetta just kind of struggling. But that really wasn't on him. Arraez, I thought it was a great play by Machado. Throwing to first. And it was kind of a one-hopper, but Arraez, I feel like, just didn't quite get the pick right. And that went past him. Freddie has to hold him at third. So runners on first and third with 1 out here in the top of the first. And that's going to bring up Will Smith. Batting .322, OPS of .919, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. 5 home runs and 33 RBIs on the year. Bry, love the, or is it Bree? Bry or Bree? Oh, thank you. This is what I do. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. I just realized, and it's going to really sound stupid, as here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. I never understood what the purpose of likes were until I looked it up today. So, yeah, no, if you guys could definitely like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Again, I do random baseball games, not as random as you would think, as I'll explain that a little bit later in the half inning. 2-0 count here to Smith. That's going to be outside ball 3. I can explain a little bit during the dead time, but I pretty much call games according to my subscribers and like who subscribes. So I have a lot of NL West fans, specifically Padres, not as many Dodgers fans. So again, if you guys are Dodgers fans, let me know. I'll try to cover you guys more. I obviously am a Pirates fan, but sometimes I'm not able to cover them. As here's the 3-0, and that's going to be hit down the right field line. That's going to be a foul. So vote Padres 2. Dodgers will choke. Trisk kind of definitely picking, definitely hating on the Dodgers. Too many things going on in LA to say, okay, I don't know about all that. I don't know if this is in San Diego right now. I want to make that clear. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Tatis does have an arm, so we'll see if they test him. He's throwing home. Freeman chugging home. Throw is not in time. So that is a sacrifice fly as the Dodgers go up 2-0. Should have known. Yeah, no. Again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, I do appreciate it. Every like and subscriber it really helps me out as I again just try to move closer and closer to the goal by the end of the year. So again, I for some reason I just happen to do NL, and I'll go into a little bit there during the half inning break. As here's the pitch to Muncie, and that's going to be low for ball one. Muncie's batting .235 on the year, OPS of .781, 9 home runs, and 35 RBIs. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 2. Okay, well then I actually don't know. Oh, whatever. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for strike 1. And I'll do my best to read the chat. Usually, honestly, and it might sound a little embarrassing, not usually this popular. So again, I do appreciate you guys picking me tonight as your voice of this game. 2-1 count here to Muncie. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, strike 2. And I didn't really get to go over Pavetta's again. That's on me. I joined probably about a minute prior to game time. Usually go over all this stuff. Pavetta with a 3.39 ERA on the year, 6-2 record, a whip of 1.05. So usually pretty good. Struggling as of, well, this inning. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be low for ball 3. So 3-2 count. And I do have a poll up, so if you haven't voted, feel free to voice your opinion. Dodgers, Padres. Right now, looks like it's 6 votes to 4. Dodgers up. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 4. So Muncie walks. As I forgot to reset this. That's my bad. And that's going to bring up Andy Pajes, who is batting .288, OPS of .821, 12 home runs, 39 RBIs. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of a mound visit. Again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So I'll go a little bit since I have time here. Again, I do listen to the subscribers. Again, I have a lot of Padres fans, Diamondbacks fans, Giants fans. And obviously, I'm a Pirates fan, so there's a lot of Pirates fans as well. And I've done a lot of Pirates games. But I am not going to hesitate to bounce around. I mean, obviously, the Pirates aren't any good, so it's kind of depressing to watch them. I'll go ahead and post this in the chat. When I call Dodgers games, they are 2-2. When I call Padres games, they are 3-3. So something's got to give. One team will go above 500. The other one will go below it tonight. So they are about. So actually, I hurt these teams when I cover. That's on me, I guess. But again, I do listen to you guys. So I actually did put this to a vote, and I can show you guys that a little bit later. As Pavetta sets and fires. That's going to be in there, strike 1. 0-1 count, runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Dodgers already up 2-0, making a statement early in San Diego. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 count. Pavetta sets, looks back at Hernandez and delivers. That's going to be hit, and that is just foul. So the count moves to 1-2. Already at 30 pitches, so he's definitely, again, we mentioned earlier, just usually much more efficient. He's definitely struggling here in the first inning. Pavetta kind of taking his time here. 1-2 count, and I don't know what's going on. No one's stepping out. No one's doing nothing. They're just taking their time. 1-2 count. Pavetta sets. Looks back at second and delivers. That's way outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. Again, I do have a little ticker down below, so feel free to, if you don't have to look at your phone. I got you covered, of course, if you want instant, information. Well, I can't really help you there. 2-2 count. Pivetta sets and fires. That's going to be poked into center. Merrill is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. But the Dodgers open up the scoring here in San Diego. They are up 2-0. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel a lot. Look at the Pirates go. Look at them. Pirates going to move to 67-0 with the victory tonight. They are just too good. Again, okay, well, don't look at that. That's kind of, I got washed out there, and, we're not doing that anymore. But if you like what you see, again, this is what I've been doing. Well, I started making my own thumbnails, as you can see there. I think they definitely look a lot better than me taking them off the internet. But, yeah, I've been calling a bunch of random baseball games. So don't think this is just a one-off if this is your first time here. I've been doing it before, since opening day, actually. As you can see, I did a little bit of college basketball as well. So I'm not going to go away. I'm not going to waste your time with that. So, again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. I really do appreciate it. And, again, you guys make the call. Actually, again, I had you guys vote for this a little bit earlier. Well, my subscribers, they voted for what game to call. Again, I was going to try to do the Pirates game, but I got held up at work and, couldn't do a doubleheader. Sometimes I'm able to do that. Sometimes I'm not. Obviously, I could not today, but I got this game for you guys, so don't worry. Again, I do appreciate everyone that does tune in and picks me as your entertainment. Yeah, you said the Pirates. Well, they are actually playing now, Trisk. Trisk, they are up 10-3 in the top of the ninth. Marlins do have 2 runners on, but I think the Pirates are going to hold on as they're going to move again to 67-0. They have just had a historic season. No one seems to be talking about it. Rays up 6-5 for the Red Sox. Braves up 5-1 over the Brewers. Blue Jays up 3-0 on the Cardinals. 0-0 there. Arizona and the Athletics and the Angels. Arizona up 1-0 on the Mariners. And then, of course, there's your finals from the earlier games right over there. All right, Dustin May is going to be pitching for the Dodgers. 4.09 ERA, 3-4 record. With a whip, I can't seem to find it, of 1.25 as the first pitch is going to be low to Tatis. Tatis, I'll flip over here to the Padres. Tatis batting .259, OPS of 793, 13 home runs and 28 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Might have to ban this Pirates team from postseason play. Honestly, I mean, the Pirates might just be the most OP team I've ever seen. I mean, they're good. 67-0. They're definitely hacking. Here is the 1-1. That's way outside. In fact, that goes to the backstop. No chance there to block that one. Luckily, no one on base. 2-1 count. So you're saying they might win. They have yet to give up their 2-4 run. I don't think that happens every game, Trisk. I don't think. 2-1 count. May delivers. That's going to be low for strike 2. And Tatis doesn't like that one at all. And you can probably see it right there where it landed. Dodgers fans definitely love that one. Padres fans, not as much. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. The only postseason they will see is the foul postseason. Okay, well, you're probably right. They ain't going to make it. It is what it is, though. 3-2 count here to Tatis. As again, the Dodgers up 2-0 already here in the first inning. May delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Tatis trying to get the Padres on the board here as Arraez is going to dig in. He's batting .276, OPS of 707. Let's see here. 3 home runs and 24 RBIs. May sets, looks over at Tatis, looks over again, and delivers. That's outside ball 1 as Arraez. I think every single at-bat I've seen, he's just flat out taking the first pitch, and for some reason they just can't hit the strike zone. Again, I do have a poll, so feel free to vote who you got tonight. Dodgers, Padres. May sets. Oh, we got a pickoff attempt, but Tatis is back safe and sound. And it's, just a custom, I guess, to boo the opposing pitcher if they try to pick you off your batter. I don't understand why you just have to be so hateful. It's not, of course, an attack on the Padres. It's any home team. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit foul. 1-1 count to Arraez. Again, the Dodgers already up 2-0. Very, very good start for the Dodgers this evening as they look to get their 40th win on the year. May sets and delivers. That's outside for ball 2. 2-1 count to Arraez. Again, he's more of just kind of a contact hitter. Not going to hit many doubles, triples, or anything like that. Just a guy that gets on to an extent. Yeah, actually not really. He doesn't really walk much either. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So far, so good. If you like offense, Padres matching the Dodgers in hits so far. Of course, the Dodgers have 2 runs to show for it, as that's going to bring up Manny Machado. Manny is batting .318. 10 home runs, 33 RBIs. Now, he is hitting the ball very well. As you can see, the last 7 games. Look at that. Batting average .458, slugging .833, on base of .519. That's what, 1352. I mean, that is pretty good in the last week. Luis, how's it going, man? Got the Padres up as they're taking on the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 1. Runners on first and second. Of course, you're just tuning in with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Arraez is honestly very underrated. I agree. I do. I think that is, getting hits it's big, People don't seem to like him. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit down the right field line. It's fair. Hernandez is kind of jogging to the ball. Tatis easily scores. I was kind of confused the way he was acting. I thought it was foul, but I saw the umpire signaling it was fair. So runners now on second and third. I'm sorry, it was kind of a lame call for a huge hit there, but Hernandez didn't really show much effort. I assumed it was foul. But no, that was right down the first baseline, just going over the bag. As we have runners on second and third with still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill batting .299. OPS of .803 as I try to find. There we go. 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. Dodgers scoring 2 in the top of the first. Padres trying to match that or better it, as that's going to be down low, ball 1. May at 13 pitches. Luis seems to agree with again, I do Bry. I'm going to say it's Bry. It looks like Bry. You put an F there. It's Fry. T is try. I'm sorry. 1-0 count. May delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Looks like that's going to find a glove as Kim makes the catch. But Arraez is going to tag up and cross. So it's now 2-2 thanks to the sacrifice fly of Jackson Merrill. And that's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. Sheets has struggled. OPS of .417 in his last 7 games. But as far as his stats on the season, .250 average, .767. OPS, 11 home runs, 38 RBIs. It is awesome. All right, Bry, that's what we're doing. Runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. May sets. Machado is on second, by the way. Here's the pitch. That's going to be taken for a called strike. Draven showing his support. Padres, again, I do got a poll. Feel free to vote. It does, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I think I like seeing what you guys, who's going for who, Try to be nicer to whoever the majority is. I'm just kidding. Strike 2 called as it's now 0-2. And I don't really have a dog in the fight, so, I'll do my best to be down the middle. It's usually how it goes. I do just like good baseball. I don't like bad decisions. So if I am hating on something, it's not that I hate the team. It's just like I didn't like a play. 0-2 count. May delivers. That's going to be low for ball one. Now, football, whenever we get into football season, and again, if there's any football fans here, I will be doing football 2 games on Saturdays and Sundays, but again, I'll go into that a little bit later. May sets and fires. That's way upstairs for ball 2. 2-2 count. And if you are wondering about the voice and all that and the commentating, I kind of do a little bit for a radio station here, not much. I'm like the backup guy. And I do call football games for the local high school where I live. So there's the experience. Here's the 2-2. And that one is popped up. Machado is going to have to tag up as that one's by the pitcher's mound. Mookie Betts makes the catch for out number 2. All right, 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Bogarts is going to come to the plate. He is batting .236 on the year, OPS of .647, 3 home runs, and 21 RBIs. Hasn't really played well as a Padre. I know there's a lot of hype whenever he went there. Hasn't really lived up to those expectations. As here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball. And, of course, there's any Padres fans like to educate me. Maybe there's injuries, or maybe you guys feel the same way. Like, yeah, no, we thought we were going to get a little bit more. Or, nah, he's doing what he was, what we thought. Or, I don't know. Again, I'm literally a Pirates fan, a casual Pirates fan than that. So, anyway, here's the 1-0. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. Again, 2-2. Hopefully this keeps up. I do love good offense, when it comes to baseball. Of course, I do like good pitching performances, but I don't know, hits are fun. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. And a ball that was low. Breaking ball, I should add. Machado still on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 2-2 is your score. They're actually showing a side-by-side comparison. Red Sox OPS 814, Padres 730. Here's the 1-2. That is outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. 2-2 is your score. May sets, looks back at Machado, and delivers. That's going to be a chopper to short. Betts throws to first, and he is out on a close play. But the Padres tie it up here in the bottom of the first, so we head to the top of the second. Your score is 2-2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. I know it sounds really stupid, but I haven't been saying that. I had no idea that likes were that important. I know it's crazy, but I'm still kind of new to this YouTube thing. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Xander. He is not doing very good on the Padres. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I added very. But, yeah, no, he's definitely below what he normally was doing with Boston. Let's go Padres v. LA. Sean definitely voicing his opinion. And, Sean, if you just now get here, feel free to vote. I got a little poll going good. Again, I did, obviously, UFL yesterday, as you can see it there. Obviously, again, this is not my first time doing baseball games. This is actually my well, let me look at the playlist here. I can tell you the exact. 43. I've done 43 baseball games. Hopefully you find that enough to where, like, hey, this guy is at least going to put on a game 2 out of, every 3 days or so. That's what the math will come out to, as we're about at 60-something games. So, again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. But, yeah, no, I do let you guys vote for it. This game was actually voted by the subscribers of this channel. So if you're a subscriber, you may have voted here. It was between the Dodgers and Padres versus, the Mariners and Diamondbacks. As, again, you can see why I can only do those 2 games and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, no. And same thing with football. So if you're a football fan, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. You can already see I have my Chargers. Well, you can't see that, but it's there. Chargers, Lions. And I'll be having you guys vote for college football games and NFL games. I'll be doing Iowa State and Kansas State week 0, and then I'm going to actually have you guys vote for the second game later that day. And the same thing with NFL. Obviously, well, you might not know, I'm a Steelers fan, so yes, I'm doing Steelers-Jets, but you guys will vote on the second game I do that day, and of course, I'll put on those 4 choices for you. Might leave out Detroit, Green Bay, honestly. But here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, strike one. And the only reason is because, Tom Grossi and all the big guys are probably going to be doing that. So I would be left with, nobody. That's just the way it works. That they're going to take them all, and that's fair. I mean, they earned it. Here's the pitch, 0-1. That's going to be hit to second. Oh, a little trouble there. Throws to first. Pivetta covering the bag, as I didn't really get to go over his stats because I was yapping for out number 1. So we'll go to Kim. Kim is batting .414, OPS of 1029, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs on the season, 58 at bats. So hasn't really played too much, but he has taken advantage when he does. Vamos, Padres. Vamonos. High-low, Trisk. You guys, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Padres get superpowers tonight against the Dodgers. Who is the better Hispanic portly pitcher, Bartolo Colon or Fernando Valenzuela? Probably Fernando, but I'll look that up as Kim takes one outside. Ball one, or upstairs ball one, pardon me. Sean does like asking questions for the 80s players and just all that, keeping me engaged, and I do appreciate it. I'm not going to lie, before Sean got here, it could be pretty lonely, but definitely I do appreciate Sean kind of educating me as well on the history of baseball here. As all I know from this guy is that he's on MLB The Show. 1-1 count here to Kim. Pivetta sets and fires. That's outside, ball 2. Yeah, I think it's going to be Fernando Valenzuela. I'm going to say it's Fernando. Fernando, final answer. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be upstairs for ball 3. High-low. Yeah, well, okay, you guys can keep knowing that. I will not know. 3-1 count. Did I say something high-low? Is Kim related to young Kim? I can look. That's going to be popped up. Bogarts is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. I don't think he is. Most of the players you've asked me are not related to one another. Just being honest. I feel like you know that whenever you ask. All right, that's going to bring up Otani-kun. Otani is 1 for 1 with a double. 296 batting average, 23 home runs, 39 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit. Just foul down the right field line. And I'm not seeing anything like that. No relation. Kim is very common over there, so can definitely understand why you asked that. 0-1 count here to Otani. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. High-low, high-low. Hello. It means hello. Oh, okay. All right, well, high-low there. 1-1 count to Otani. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, as there's a loud, thunderous applause there. I guess they're very happy about, if Otani swings and misses here in San Diego. Hi, I did get Gavin and Larry. You did. That was indeed correct. 1-2 count here to Otani. Pivetta, again, he had, 30-something, 31, 32 pitches in the first. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 count. 2 outs. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the second. Deuces wild as Otani awaits the 2-2. Pivetta sets and fires. Down the middle, strike 3 called. I guess he was looking for something else. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Your score 2-2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Also, feel free to leave a like. Apparently, that's important. I know that sounds silly. I should have listened to what people have been saying. Oh, you got to say like and subscribe. I've only been saying subscribe. But yeah, no, both is good. If you do one or the other, I guess it's subscribe. And also, it's free, by the way. If you're worried about price, I made sure it's going to cost you $0.00. But again, this is proof that it's not just a one-off. I have been doing other games. So again, don't feel like you're going to get, well, this guy doesn't stream games. First time I've seen him. Well, no, this is actually my 44th game of the year. So, I try to get them in as many times as possible. Tomorrow we'll also be doing the same thing. Unsure what game it'll be. Might be this game again. Who knows? If I get some, again, if I have success with this game, I'm definitely going to do it tomorrow. That's just the way it is. I know it sounds terrible, but it is a big two quality teams, of course, big rivals. And I myself definitely want to know, how this will go. Draven, yes, it is free. Can't believe it, I know. Draven did not pay a single thing whenever he subscribed. So, again, if you're worried about money, I got you covered. It will not cost you a dime. All you got to do, press that subscribe button. It's somewhere up there next to managed videos. Oh, you guys don't have managed videos, but yeah. But, again, also, you guys do pick a lot of the games I choose. So, I don't choose. You vote pretty much. Again, proof is literally last night. I had a poll. Dodgers, Padres won. Again, I had a poll a few days ago between 4 games. I did not know. What do you guys want? Dodgers, Cardinals was actually the one that won, despite someone voting for it well after to make me look like I'm a hypocrite. You didn't call Phillies, Pirates. Yeah, well, Dodgers, Cardinals actually won. But anyway, in steps in Cronenworth, and I have yet to complete the first round of lineup, so we'll still click on his stats as here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. Cronenworth batting .242, OPS of .776, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. 1-0 count. May had 24 pitches in the first inning. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 2. Let's see. I've seen a bunch of posts on San Francisco pages bemoaning Wade leaving. All these Giants fans say they're going to miss him, and he was great. Am I living on another planet? Please look up his lifetime. Will do. Stats and give me an honest assessment. I feel like I need to be vindicated. I will set you free, as that's going to be in there, strike 1. I think I backed out like an idiot when it comes to that. I don't know why I'll do that. I just do that for no reason, so bear with me. So Lamonte Wade. And, well, I don't want stat head. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be inside for ball 3. So this guy, I think, was an MLB 24 the show. If you platooned him against righties, he was fantastic. But you guys some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. He was pretty middle of the road. As here's the 3-1 to Cronenworth. Oh, inside ball 4. Almost hit him. So he's going to head. In fact, I'll click back real quick. You might see, the 4th pitch there almost hit him there, and that's going to bring up. This is going to bring up Tyler Wade, not to be confused with Lamonte Wade, batting .235, OPS of .598. I believe that is 0 home runs and 6 RBIs. No, I would say he was average, and this year he was definitely struggling. OPS of .546. So, he'd pretty much be starting for the Pirates, as here's the first pitch. That's going to be in their strike 1. So, do not be surprised if he doesn't make it past the Pirates in the waiver claims. Seems like the perfect Pirates hitter right there. 0-1 count. Again, runner on first here in the bottom of the second. May looks over at first. And fires. Oh, the bunt's down. Oh, it's a pretty good bunt. It's going to be a tough throw, and he is out. And Wade can't believe it. He's actually hopping up and down. He's looking over to the dugout. They're going to look at it. Cronenworth's at second. So you're just going to have to bear with me here. Pirates made it to 400 if they are 27-40. I think they're at 500 at home. Well, let me double check here. Okay, they're going to do the replay. Oh, it's so close. Let's see here. The stretch by Freeman. Oh. And I feel like since it's so close, So they ruled him out. That's going to be inside ball 1 to Diaz. And this is the final time I'll be clicking on a guy's stats, unless, of course, it's a pinch hitter. .224 average, OPS of .609, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. And, of course, new pitchers. That's my bad. May sets. And delivers. That's outside ball 1. But he was not that great. Final answer there. You were correct, especially this year. 2-0 count to Diaz. Career 238 hitter for first base and outfield. Career high 17 home runs. This guy is okay. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be hit to right center field. Hernandez makes the catch, and Cronenworth is going to tag up to third, so we have a run 90 feet away. And that's going to bring up Tatis, batting .262, OPS of 798. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Runner on third. May sets. Again, feel free to vote. I got a poll going. I'll read the results. That's going to be inside ball when I haven't really closed it yet. 56% of you guys think it's going to be Dodgers. 44% Padres. A 1-0 count. May sets and fires. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0 count. And it is worth noting, they're putting up the stat here, Tatis is batting .200 with runners in scoring position, so not exactly ideal if you're a Padres fan hearing this. Here's the 2-0. That's inside ball 3. Might get a good pitch to hit, might not. I'm not too sure. They may walk him. Again, Arraez is going to be due up here. He singled in the first and did come across to score. Here's the 3-0. That's right down the middle, strike 1. Who is the better Dodgers pitcher, Todd Nightingale, or Rick Honeycutt? I will be sure to look that up here shortly, as here's the 3-1 from May. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. This would be huge if he's able to get Tatis out. Doctor, have you watched Sharknado? No, I have not. I do remember seeing commercials for that when I was younger on Sci-Fi. That was interesting. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be outside ball 4, so he walks Tatis, and that's going to bring up Arraez. He's 1 for 1, batting .279, OPS of 712. Looks like, I think that's Mark Pryor. He's going to come out and have a chat with May, so it's perfect time to look up who was the better pitcher. Again, if you're a Dodgers fan, Dodgers history fan there, then you can let me know. Feel free to interact on this, as I'm literally just going off stats. So obviously stats don't tell the story. Specifically as a Dodger, not too bad. 2.76 ERA. Really good. And then there's Rick Honeycutt. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Everything helps. Liking and subscribing. I mean, I do appreciate it. This is my 44th game of the year. Not with Dodgers Padres, as I do mix it up pretty good. Again, I do a lot of, John here's a Giants fan. He's requested for me to not do as many Giants games because apparently the Giants are 1-4 when I do the Giants. So we might be backing off of the Giants for a little bit. I'm going to go, final answer here is Tom, as looks like the conference is over. As Arraez is digging in, batting .279, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Let's just go with 1. We don't have to see Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho fought a shark. That's crazy. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Tatis heads to second. Oh, it gets away from Betts. And it looks like Cronenworth is going to score, and Tatis will take third. Wow. Will Smith trying to rush a throw. Throw was a little bit out. Honestly, I don't know. Looking at the replay here, I feel like it was catchable by Betts. But really, Tatis was going to beat the throw regardless. It was a great jump. And I really am waiting to see this. Tatis was clearly in there. The throw, that was actually ways away. I think Will was just kind of rushing it there. So the Padres are now up 3-2. And Tatis is at third, as that's going to be upstairs for ball 2. Rick Honeycutt's father was stationed at Masher. Okay, that's cool. Chris Jericho rocks. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Used to be one of my favorites in WWE. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be taken all the way for strike 1. go. Okay, so Bry here is a Padres fan. I feel like I was kind of gathering that, but I can confirm he is one. 2-1 count. That's going to be hit to first. Freeman tosses to May, and he steps on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the top of the third inning. Padres up 3-2 over the Dodgers. The walls of Jericho. We just talked about Joshua. Oh, yeah. Got to break down the walls. Play those trumpets. Or whatever, I guess was it trumpets? I don't really recall, to be honest with you. Anyway, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. I did a little bit of college basketball, but as far as baseball is concerned, since opening day, I try to get at least 2 games every 3 days. That's been the average, at least. Honestly, as of late, it's been a lot more, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. As again, it's hopefully, again, there's my proof. I've been doing it since the last, 10 days ago, 12 days, whatever. Last 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, wow, 16. This is my 18th stream in the last 2 weeks, so I've been picking it up as of late because I haven't had to work evenings. And that's going to continue. And then, of course, once late August hits, I will not be doing weekends, which explains, again, if you're a football fan, college or NFL, I'll be doing both, and you guys will have a lot of influence on the games that I pick. Everyone in the world is going to be doing the Ireland game, Iowa State, Kansas State. That's not going to change with me. I will be doing that one, but you guys will get to vote on the other game that night, and it's the same thing for the NFL season. I, of course, am a Steelers fan. I'll be doing every Steelers game, but they don't play in both time windows, so the other time window will be voted by you guys. If you guys like to have a lot of control over the channel, well, this is the channel for you. Again, it's for the sports fans, for you, so hopefully you enjoy my type of style, and, again, we'll hopefully have a lot of great conversations, sports-related, or, sometimes it's WWE related, and, yeah, so, midget wrestling, no, it's not midget wrestling, no. No, nothing like that. WWE, I don't recall anything. I kind of joined in the PG era, so if there's anything prior to that, I would not know much about it. So, Mookie Betts is going to be up here. Yeah, he's 0 for 1, batting .273 OPS of .780. As here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. All right, anyway, I'll let you guys chat, as that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman. He's 1 for 1. He had an RBI double in the first inning, batting .348 OPS of .1009. Betts is on first. Pivetta sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get past Arraez. Betts is rounding second, heading for third. Tatis throwing it in there, as Freddie is going to chill at first, so he's 2 for 2. Arraez kind of having a little bit of trouble there at first tonight, as that's going to bring up Teoscar Hernandez. He's batting .265, OPS of .785, 0 for 1, but again, he has a good opportunity here with runners on first and third. Dr. Gino, the Honky Tonk Man in Disco Inferno. I heard of the Honky Tonk Man, but I've never heard of Disco Inferno. I have no idea who that is. And Doink. Well, I know he was a clown, but I don't know if you guys are talking about Doink the Clown. As that one's going to be... Oh, that gets away from the catcher! He's going to throw, and looks like Betts actually went back to third, as Diaz did a great job pouncing on that one, but Freddie takes second. So both runners now in scoring position. Dodgers are threatening. Again, Hernandez is 0 for 1 on the night. But if he gets on here, I imagine, may knock in a run. If of course, if it's a hit. If it's a walk, obviously not. Abdullah the Butcher was it? I have no idea what you guys are saying now. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 count to Hernandez. Padres up 3-2 here in the top of the third, but the Dodgers are threatening with runners on second and third. Pivetta sets and fires. Checked his swing as he went. It was in the strike zone anyway, strike two. I did not know that when I was a child. I thought Hulkamania was for the Incredible Hulk. I am not a Marvel fan, so I know that didn't matter, but yeah, I'm a DC guy. I just thought I'd put that out there for no reason. I'm still talking about it. I don't know why. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to center field. Merrill at the warning track and makes the catch. But I imagine you're going to see some tag-ups here as Betts is going to cross home plate. Freddie at third. So a very productive out as it's now 3-3 here in the top of the third. And that's going to bring up Will Smith. Had a sacrifice fly in the first inning, batting .322, OPS of .917. Let's see here. Do you have access to WWF record books? Who had the better? I don't think I could. I don't know if WWF or WWE kept up with those records. Just my grandma had VHS days recorded. Oh, that's neat. As here's the first pitch, and Smith is going to hit this to left field at the wall, and that one is gone. Smith making up for his error in the bottom of the second with a 2-run shot here in the top of the third. The Dodgers are now up 5-3. Man, oh man. I wonder if they're going to give me the footage there. I'm waiting on it. But no, that one just kept going. He kind of had a feeling about it, but he did kind of start off running. So I don't know if it's windy there or not. It doesn't look like much wind can get in with all those buildings. Yep, back at the wall, and that one just kept going into the third or fourth row. As again, the Dodgers now at 5-3. Here's the first pitch to Muncie, as that's taken for strike one. That was his 6th home run of the season. He's had 20 home runs in 3 of his last 4 seasons, so he might have to pick it up a little bit. But I'm sure he'll be fine, as that one's going to be upstairs for ball one. Again, feel free to vote. I got a little poll going. Who you got winning, Padres or Dodgers? Dodgers up 59-41. Here is the 1-1 to Muncie, and that's going to be down low, ball two. Remember Brian Pillman? No idea. Remember Uncle Elmer? No idea. I have no idea. 2-1 count. Pivetta delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike two. As again, the Dodgers up 5-3 here in the top third. A lot of offense. 2-2 at the end of one. Padres actually taking the lead in the bottom of the second, but the Dodgers here with a nice retaliation, scoring 3 in the top of the third. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be inside, ball three. 3-2 count. Pivetta at 56 pitches. Pivetta sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. Three and two count to Muncie. Again, he's batting .235, OPS of .784. He did walk earlier in this one. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to first. Arraez. Oh, he's going to have to run to get there, and he just gets Muncie by a step for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Pages. He's 0 for 1, batting .286, OPS of .818. Doctor, who do you think would win, Junkyard Dog or Coco Beware? I don't even, if those are wrestlers, then I mean, wow. I don't know. I'm going to go with Coco Beware. No idea who that is. Here's the pitch to Pages. That's outside, strike one. Got a little bit of a call. Maybe caught the zone. Pivetta has struggled. Again, his ERA entering this one was in the threes, low threes. Now it's 3.55. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball one. You're going Junkyard Dog. Guess I chose the wrong one. Again, I've never heard of him or seen him before. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be, I guess, low for ball 2. That one looked good. Totally butchered his name. Yeah, well, again, I have no idea who that is. 2-1 count. Pivetta sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Doctor, you can't let a 23-year-old have more ball knowledge. When it comes to wrestling, you can have that knowledge. You can have that one. WWE again. I was content from. I guess I was watching that from 2009 to about 12 is when I pretty much stopped watching it. Keep up with it now somewhat. Here is the 2-2 to Pages. And the pitch. That one's going to be popped up. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. No, I'm good. Junkyard Dog would win. Kokomo was more like R-Truth. Okay. My favorite movie is Crow. Crow stings. I got you. Top 3. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So the Dodgers, they're not going away. They just keep on getting on, and that's going to bring up Tommy Edman. I didn't actually get to go over his stats earlier, so I'll go ahead and click on him here. He's batting .243, OPS of .735, 9 home runs, and 32 RBIs. So the Dodgers, again, trying to keep it going, despite it being 2 outs. Of course, you never want to give up anyway. But this is a team that could do some damage with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Pivetta has been struggling as he sets and fires. That's going to be inside, ball 1. I can tell you no already. Kamala, the Ugandan headhunter, is not related. Do you know Jimmy Wang Yang? He was actually in SmackDown vs. Raw 09. That's all I know of him. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up, and that one is also foul. 1-2 count to Edman. Dodgers up 5-3. You're missing a good one if you're just tuning in. Again, 2-2 through the first inning. Padres scoring 1 in the second. Then the Dodgers with 3 runs here in the top of the third. Been very fantastic. One and 2 count. Pivetta sets. And the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Pages heads to third. He's safe. Edman then goes to second, and he's safe. Oh, my goodness. Great base running by the Dodgers. As just a moment ago, we had 2 outs with nobody on. Now we have 2 runners in scoring position for the Dodgers. That's going to bring up Kim. Kim is 0 for 1, batting .407, OPS of .1011. Did not watch much. Just remember going crazy. People cheering me and Gene. Over my head. 0-1 count. Where'd all these runs come from? Thought the Dodgers were up 2-0. This guy. I mean, I guess you're not listening. As we have a mound visit here again, Pivetta has been struggling, and it's very unlike him. Live ERA of 3.55. I don't know if that. Okay, so it is updating here as well. He entered, I think it was about a 3.3 if we do recall. WHIP was, below a 1.1. He had been pretty good. As you can see, he's 6-2 on the year. But right now, the Dodgers are acting like he's not good. Terry Funk versus Ricky Steamboat. I've heard of Ricky Steamboat, not really familiar with Funk, so I'm going to go with Steamboat. Here's the pitch to Kim, and that's going to be in there, strike 1. Or the one-man game. No idea. Yeah, I got no idea. 0-1 count here. Pivetta sets. Looks over at Pages at third. Here is the 70th pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Trisk is saying Steamboats. Look at that. Maybe I am right. 5 runs already for the Dodgers, 3 for the Padres. Looking like it could be a very exciting game. And usually, actually, that means all the runs are scored early. So, yeah. Anyway, here is the 0-2. That's upstairs for ball 1 as Pivetta continues to struggle. That was just way up there, not even close. Can I mention Benoit? I have no problem with Benoit. I mean, well, obviously what he did was wrong, but you can say what you want. Within reason, actually. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Dodgers put up 3 in the top of the third. As we head to the bottom of the third, the Dodgers up 5-3. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Like and subscribe, of course. I just realized likes were important literally today. There's your scores from around the major leagues. So there you go. Pirates moving to 67-0. Very fantastic. I'm very proud of the Pirates. And again, if you want more proof that I've been doing baseball games, if this is your first time here, look, there you go. Like, I don't know what else you want from me. I'm just kidding. And this is my 44th game of the year, so you're averaging about 2 out of every 3 days I get a baseball game in. But the last 2 weeks, I think I counted. I've done 18 or 17. 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, this is my 18th broadcast in the last 14 days. So hopefully that continues, and I think it will, based on the new change at work. So, again, if you do like what you see, again, I do a lot of baseball games. I do let you guys vote for a good bit. Sean here is a Giants fan, so I've done Giants quite a bit. They actually are not doing well when I call games, so Sean has told me not to call any more Giants games. Nick here, he's actually a D-backs game. You're good, man. No, that's all good. I've done them actually the second most on this channel behind the Pirates. And so, yeah, no, I mean, again, you guys have a lot of control. And, again, I did a few votes or a poll the other day. In fact, I did one yesterday about tonight's game. And as you see, Dodgers-Padres won. And then a few days ago, I had you guys pick from 4 of them. And then this is just, of course, updates and stuff like that. Discord, yeah, we'll see if that happens. I have been working on it, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to release it yet. Anyway, here is May as he faces Machado. He's 1 for 1, batting .321, OPS of 905. As this one's going to be hit down the left field line, and that's going to be fair. Machado, I don't know if he's going to second. No, he's going to have to hold up. That's a great throw. Oh, and it gets away. But Machado has to stay at first as it actually bounced to Freeman. Crazy Eights in Boston and Tampa. Yeah, look at that. That would have been a good game. Jeez, yeah, no, that sounds like a great game. But this one's pretty good, too. Again, a lot of runs so far. Dodgers up 5-3 over the Padres. Padres, though, have a runner here on at first as in steps in Jackson Merrill, batting .299, OPS of 801. May delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Merrill also has 5 home runs and 24 RBIs. He had a sacrifice fly in the first inning. May looks over a Machado and delivers. That is low for ball 2. Better lifetime, Machado or Manny? Manny. Oh, yeah, Manny. No home runs in this one. So this one has Will Smith. Will Smith homered actually in the 3rd inning. Top of the third. Well, it's still the 3rd inning. Top of the 3rd, Will Smith. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside ball 3. So I'm assuming if you did bet, it was not him. knowing your luck. Not hating, just just the way it is. You're pretty self-aware as far as your luck is concerned. 3-0 count here to Merrill. May looks over again and delivers. That's outside ball 4. So on 4 straight pitches, Merrill takes first base. And May seemed to be very worried about Machado. He looked over there twice, like very quick. As that's going to bring up Gavin Sheets, batting .249, OPS of .764. May sets, looks back at Machado, and delivers. That's going to be hit right, but foul. San Diego versus LA is always great games. Padres put their 100% to beat Dodgers, and Dodgers have to respond in kind. I definitely could tell here. Yeah, no, again, I always hear about how great these series are. Here is the 0-1 to Sheets. That's a swing and a miss. Sent a ball in the dirt. Strike two. No, I didn't know I had bad luck. The streak is back on for me losing. Oh, that's tough. Can't wait for the Padres to beat them in the playoffs. Sean with some bold predictions there. I could see that. It would be really great to see these guys go at it in the playoffs. 0-2 count. May looks back at Machado. And looks back again. And delivers. Sheets hits this to center. Kim, still moving, is under it and makes the catch for out number one. See, but the Dodgers buy players at trade deadline, which puts others at a disadvantage. Definitely have a very high payroll indeed. I wonder if Will Smith will be able to hit a home run on Independence. Okay, yeah, that would be funny. Also, it would be funny if he struck out on Independence. This guy on Independence Day 2. Yeah, I see that. Runners on first and second, one out here in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up Bogarts. He's 0 for 1, batting .235, OPS of .643. As I see some more votes have happened, Dodgers 60%, Padres 40%. If you're a first-time visitor here, feel free to vote on that poll. Who do you got in tonight's game? And so far, it's a good one. Bogarts almost gets hit there for ball one. Dodgers might have Skeens by August 1st. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I don't know if the Pirates trade him yet. Unless they get, like, the whole farm. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball two. Was Mookie Betts better on the Sox or Dodgers? That's a good question. He's been very good on both. 2-0 count. As May delivers, that's going to be hit foul. All right, what do we got here? Best season was on the Red Sox. Looks like it's close. WAR, it's clearly the Red Sox. But again, he hasn't really finished this year yet, so I don't know. It's close. Statistics are similar. OPS is just 2 points higher at Boston. I'm going to go with Boston, as he did win MVP there, but it's close. Final answer, Boston. Here's the 2-1. That gets away, but Smith is able to pounce on it. So it's 3-1. Hulk Hogan or Jake, the Hulkster. Hulkster with Mr. T in his corner. Yeah. 3-1 count. As my volume went down. May sets, looks back at Machado. He's been eyeing him the whole time. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be inside, ball four. So that one puts the bases loaded. And that's going to bring up Cronenworth, but that's also going to bring out Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, as Cronenworth walked earlier in this one. He did score a run. That was in the second inning. .242 batting average, OPS of .780. Let's see, Draven McFoley or Terry Funk. I have no idea. Speaking of luck, y'all heard we lost Corbin Kearns. Really? I did not hear about that. That is unfortunate. And the D-backs are a team that, you know, we've covered a lot here on this channel. Again, Nick is a big part of that. Amazing offense, but their pitching is just as amazingly bad. But they can beat anyone on any given night, but they can also lose to anyone on any given night. That's their problem. Nick Chubb, Chubb went to the Texans. Rodgers to the Steelers. Lots of news happening last few days. As bases loaded, in steps in Cronenworth, batting .242, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, bases loaded with just 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. As May delivers the 0-1. That's going to be popped up. Muncie is over and makes the catch, as that one was right next to the net. So unlucky for the Padres, and that's going to bring up Wade. So he had a sacrifice earlier in this one, batting .235, OPS of .598. Doctor, do you think Dusty Rhodes ever set foot in a fitness center? He probably did. He was kind of big, though. Did commercials. Well, okay. Probably. Here's the pitch to Wade. That's going to be outside, ball 1. And again, I've been averaging about 2 streams every 3 days, but as of the last 2 weeks, which, I haven't been working evenings the last 2 weeks, 18 streams in 2 weeks. So hopefully, again, you find that enough, and hopefully that is good enough to hit that subscribe button. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to be fouled back, as it's now 1-1. And again, you guys do vote for some of the games. So if you do like input on this channel, this one tonight was voted by you guys, the subscribers. Dodgers, Padres won tonight's vote. That's that's why we're doing this one. Here's the 1-1. Wade hits this one foul. Draven and Trusk. Trusk. Not Trisk. Trusk. 1-2 count here. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 3rd. 5-3 is your score. Dodgers up. May sets on the 1-2 and delivers. This one's going to be hit to right. And Hernandez can't make the sliding catch. That's going to drop. 1 run's going to score. Another run's going to score. And another one, as it's now 6-5. Padres now on top. We got a back and forth game here. Oh, man, what a great choice you guys made. As it's now 6-5. Wade with a triple to clear the bases. As that's going to bring up Diaz, who's 0 for 1. Batting .222, OPS of .605. Yeah, Hernandez with a nice effort, just probably a yard short. And he was sprinting as hard as he could on that one. Again, I mentioned earlier, he was jogging the ball. That one, he actually sprinted. As here's the first pitch to Diaz, and that one's way inside for ball 1. So runner on 3rd here, 2 outs. Padres just scoring 3 on the triple by Wade. Diaz, I don't remember which one it is. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, as that one is right down the middle for strike 1. Love the WCW wrestlers more. I'll take WWF because entertainment. Is Hernandez going to do that? No, I don't think he's going to do that dance after missing the ball. That would be kind of wild. Here's the 1-1. Diaz hits this right side. Freeman's on the run and makes the catch in, deep foul territory. But the Padres respond accordingly as they put up 3 of their own in the 3rd. As we head to the top of the 4th, your score, Padres 6, Dodgers 5. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help me out a lot. As you see here, again, this is just proof that you guys do have influence on the channel. Again, I put up games and just asking you guys questions. Yeah, look, I needed to be a grown man, but that didn't win. We did Brewers Pirates that day anyway. But yeah, no, I'm definitely doing a bunch of games. Hopefully you like what you see. As again, I've done 43 baseball games. This is my 44th. So you can see there are 43 videos there. And you can see other stuff that I've done. But we're no longer doing really any of the video game stuff. So, though I did record one actually the other day. I want to see. That might come. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to focus on the lives. really going to focus on the lives. Again, if you're a football fan, you guys are going to have a lot of impact on my channel as well. For NFL season, I mean, you already saw, you might have seen the thumbnail, at least half of it. I got Lions already ready to go, Hall of Fame game. But on Sundays, I'm obviously going to call Steelers game. Big Steelers fan here. But the other window is going to be up to you guys. You guys will have a lot of say in what I do. So if you like that type of stuff, if you like to have control over what I call, there you go. Just hit that subscribe button. Same thing for week 0. I mean, I'm going to be doing Iowa State and Kansas State, as is the whole country pretty much, everyone that streams football. But you guys will be calling or choosing what I call in the second window, which is Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston State, Western Kentucky, or Stanford, Hawaii. You guys will be voting on that one. So again, if you just like football, like sports, I think this is a great channel for you. I don't know why I said again and again, and I don't know. I guess I short-circuited there. As that's going to bring up Otani. He's 1 for 2, has come across the score. 295 OPS of 1025. And Otani's going to step out, and he was pointing to the right side of the field. I don't know if anything happened there. Unsure. As, again, feel free to chat in the comments. They're talking about wrestling. I'm not the wrestling expert. I know some, as here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So feel free to, again, chat about whatever you'd like in the comments. I do read. Well, tonight's chat's actually been pretty fast. I'm not going to lie, for me anyway. So I usually do read all comments, but tonight is really active. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul. I'm not complaining, of course. But yeah, also I do have a poll. Feel free to vote. Still at 60-40%. Might have to do a refresher there. Might have to refresh and see what the new results are. Again, this game going back and forth. 6-5 is your score. Padres up. You're in the top of the 4th. So Otani's going to step out here. He's going to try to compose himself. All right, we're back. Pivetta sets and delivers. That's going to be high for ball 1. 1-2 count to Otani. Again, batting 295, OPS of 1025. Really solid. My bad. I forgot to do something. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul, as I will attempt to get this done. Sorry, guys. Record win. Probably lame. It doesn't matter. What was San Diego? Hold on. Here's the 1-2 from Pivetta. As he delivers, that's upstairs ball 2. What is it? San Diego. Just to get some more information out there. There we go. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Diaz didn't like it. That one was close, but Game Day doesn't believe that one was a strike. Neither did the umpire. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 4. That one was close. Very close. I don't know if that appears on the screen yet, so that's going to bring up Betts. Batting 276, OPS is 785. Doctor, some of you have to protect our comments when you have thousands of followers. The OGs need to have a voice and not get drowned out. Well, the Rob Carson guy was, that guy was terrible. I hopefully never see him again. Draven, you might know. I don't know. I'll have to talk, as this one is going to be hit to left. That one is at the wall. But, he makes the catch at the warning track. And Otani's going to have to run back to first quickly, as that one died out there and left. It looked like it was gone. But unfortunately not for the Dodgers, as that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman. He's 2 for 2, batting 351, OPS of 1014. I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out something about that. I don't know if I can give you guys justice for Rob. Rob can go kick rocks. That guy was a jerk. Pivetta sets. And actually he's going to pick off attempt to Otani. And he is back safe and sound. Rob stinks. Rob did kill that stream, actually. Not going to lie. Sean was so disgusted he left. And I don't blame him at all. That was terrible. Pivetta delivers. That's going to be outside for strike. Oh, jeez. Not a great call there, but I don't think Padres fans will mind. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure out something. I don't know. Luis might know if there's a way to, like, differentiate, like the OGs. If I can give you guys a... As that one's going to be fouled back. Give you guys a different color. Or I make you guys all mods. Rob the middle school? Yeah, he's still grounded. Allie, a.k.a. Rob. Yeah, no, you were right. You called it. Again, I was kind of leaning like it was, but like again, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt as this one's going to be hit left, but also foul. 0-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Batting .351. You can make the OGs mods. I might do that. I might. We'll see. We'll see. Here's the 0-2 as this one's going to be popped up. Wade can't find it. Oh, the ball's going to drop. That actually landed in front of Machado. Oh, my goodness. Wade had his hands the whole time. Machado's just kind of like looking, what are you talking about? And the ball lands right behind Machado. Oh, my goodness. I imagine that's going to be an error. There's no way. Machado is just looking up, looking back at Wade. Wade's like, what? What is going on? Machado. Oh, my goodness. That's going to bring up Hernandez with nobody out, with runners on first and second. Or no, there's one out. Pardon me, one out. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to see if it's going to be ruled an error or not. I'm not seeing anything. Runners on first and second, one out here in the top of the fourth. In steps in Hernandez. That's inside ball one. Hernandez batting .265, OPS of .784. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. Good night, y'all. Oh, yeah, no, I heard about that, Trisk. Please be safe tomorrow. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in the dirt. Checked his swing. Runners do not go. But, yeah, no, Doctor, I think I can't unless his name is highlighted. I'll try. Or he can monetize YouTube and sell YouTube members. I don't think I don't have the ability to do that yet. You should have a panel where you bring in all Teams or Zoom. $5 a month. Yeah, if I do monetize, as here's the 1-1, that's going to be a ground ball to short. Throws to second. There's one. And they could only get the one, as for some reason Bogarts couldn't get the ball out of his glove. If I do monetize, it's going to be 99 cents. It's like whatever the lowest is. It's not a big deal, But I don't have the subscribers yet to even do that. So if you want to support a small-time creator, all you got to do is subscribe. You don't have to pay a dime. Just help me get to, more subscribers. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I do appreciate who I have. And, we've grown a lot in the last few months. I mean, just a few months ago, I was just chilling at 7. But baseball season has been very kind to me. As here's Will Smith. That's going to be outside ball one. Again, if you are a baseball fan, this is a great channel for you. Just chatting baseball or wrestling, I guess. I don't know. But also, if you're a football fan as well, then definitely subscribe. Again, I'm a much bigger football fan. I'm ready to go for August, as here's the 1-0. That's going to be fouled back. But yeah, no, I mean, if the lowest I can go is like 99 cents, then that's what I would do. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what perks I can even do anyway. 1-1 count. Pivetta, actually, this is going to be his 90th pitch, so I would be surprised if we see much of him after this. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, strike two. One and two count. Smith did homer back in the third. It's been a very exciting game. You are not missing a good. I mean, you're making a good choice being here, as that's going to be upstairs ball 2. 2-2 count. Runners on the corners. Padres up 6-5. Pivetta sets and fires just outside ball 3, as San Diego fans do not like it. Pivetta didn't seem to like it either. Thought it kind of caught the zone there, and unfortunately not for him. 3-2 count. Will Smith with runners in scoring position this season, batting .429. I mean, that is amazing. That's 3 out of every 7 at-bats. Pivetta sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was a long inning, as the Dodgers definitely had base runners, but nothing doing there. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score is still Padres 6, Dodgers 5. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. It really does. I've been doing baseball games since opening day. Not every day. I do have a job and everything. I mean, most people do. But I have been doing it on average 2 games every 3 days. And the last 2 weeks, I've actually done, this is my 18th stream in the last 13 days. Okay, just proof here. Starting here, 2, 6, 10, 14, 15, 16, okay, 17. My bad. I just lied in front of everyone. My bad. 17. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, no, I definitely, again, I'm trying to do this as much as possible. Hopefully, you guys like that type of stuff, as I'm actually making my own thumbnails, trying to make it a little bit more appealing. I'm really happy with the thumbnails. Hopefully, you are as well. And again, if you are a football fan, I mean, I already have the Hall of Fame game up. I don't know what more proof you need that, hey, this guy's probably pretty serious about football. And again, I will be having you guys vote for games I do on Sundays and Saturdays, and possibly during the week too, after baseball season. That's one thing I do want to say. Again, if you're strictly baseball, for September during the week, I am not doing football, because I know, again, you're just baseball. Baseball fans have been pretty much the backbone of this channel, and I'm not going to abandon you just because football's here. Football will just be Saturdays and Sundays, except for the opening week of I have already made the decision. So this Thursday, August 28th, I will be doing football. But after that, though, it's still going to be baseball. And then, again, Saturdays and Sundays will be football only. But you guys will get to vote for games. Again, I'm doing Steelers-Jets week 1 because I'm a Steelers fan. But that afternoon window will be decided by you guys. So you guys feel free to vote for it whenever that poll is up later, of course, in September. As here is Tatis. That's going to be low for ball 1. Alexis, thank you for the comment. Do I watch MLS? I did buy the season pass of MLS, and I've only watched 1 game. This has kind of taken over, so it kind of was a bad investment, but I wanted to see more Messi, as that's going to be outside ball 2. Unfortunately, Alexis, I have not been able to watch much MLS, and this is the first year I buy it, and I've been like, okay, I'll do it because I really want to watch Messi and other, of course, games. But haven't been able to do it because of, MLB and this YouTube thing. As here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit to short. Betts throws to first for out number 1. Nice pick by Freeman. So, no, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll do any MLS games or anything like that. I don't really know how to call a soccer game, to be honest with you. I could give it a shot, and maybe I'd do it later down the road if there's, nothing going on. I actually did promise Draven I would do a hockey game. But that, of course, that'll be in October, November when hockey season starts up again. But I don't know. We'll give it. I might give it a shot. I don't want to lie to you. As Arraez takes the first pitch for strike 1, just standing there. He's 1 for 2, batting .278. Just out of curiosity, you got a favorite team, Alexis? I'm just curious. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit to left. Arraez makes the catch for out number 2. And I do like Messi, but, I do like other MLS teams. I do watch the Premier League. I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm not a fan of any of the big clubs over there. I like if you guys know Bournemouth or Bournemouth, however you pronounce it, that's who I pull for. As that'll bring up Manny Machado, batting .324, 10 home runs, 34 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. A very quick inning. Throws to first for out number 3. So that was pretty quick. So we head to the top of the 5th. Your score: Padres 6, Dodgers 5. I have missed so many chats. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm really do hockey, but not the finals. No, I promised Raven I'm going to give hockey at least one game next year. It's going to be a Penguins game. I don't know. Whatever. What's your team, Sean? I'll see if I can do Penguins and whoever your team is. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, this is what I've been doing pretty much since college basketball started. And I did very little football last year. I was just kind of doing it for fun. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm having a little bit of success. We'll see with college basketball. And then baseball, you guys have just been so awesome to me, and I really appreciate you guys. Again, this is my 44th game of the year. So that's averaging 2 out of, every 3 baseball games I'm able to get some in. Some days I am able to do double headers. So today was supposed to be one, but I couldn't get off work in time. I put that in the post. So again, hopefully you enjoy what you see. Again, you guys do have some control over what I pick. So yeah, no, for sure, definitely. If you're a sports fan, hit that subscribe button, like and subscribe. MLS San Jose Quakes. Okay, not really. I've never really met a San Jose fan. Padres, NBA Kings, NHL Ducks. Not an LA guy. I gotcha. Alexis is a Padres fan, is another Dodger hater. It's okay, Doctor. You are doing a good job calling the game. I try, man. I really do. You'll fit in right here. I don't want to. It's not supposed to be an anti-Dodgers chat. It really isn't. I actually do have a friend in our IRL that's a Dodgers fan. But yes, me and him do argue a lot. We do. Personally, not a fan. I'm not going to lie. But I do like Otani. I really do like a lot of these players. I like Freeman. I'm not the biggest fan of the Dodgers. But I do enjoy calling their games. Again, this is only my 5th game calling them. But every game that they've been a part of has been fantastic. And as we mentioned earlier, Pivetta was already near 100 pitches. So we have a pitching change. Yuki Matsui is going to be in here as he faces Muncie. And I'll go ahead and call this pitch real quick. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Muncie. Yuki is with an ERA of 3.16, 2-1 on the season, whip of 1.17. Matsui sets and fires. That's going to be in there for ball 1. And you'll see that whenever that pops up. I thought that caught the zone. San Jose Sharks got robbed. What do you mean IRL? IRL. If I said IRL, it means in real life, but I don't remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my friend. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be down low, ball 2. How can you like Freeman after? I'm not a fan of the dancing. Not a fan of the dancing. But as a player, and definitely seems like a class act as well. Here is the 2-1 to Muncie. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You should stream the MLS Cup when it comes on later this year. Hopefully Messi will play in it. Yeah. I'll see what I can do, man. I'll see what I can do. I really don't want to make any promises, but it wouldn't hurt to really try to branch out and see how it does, Here's the 2-2. That's going to be down low, ball 3. I'm doing this. I would have never thought I've actually done anything YouTube related or streaming or anything like that, but it's because I gave it a try, and I've gotten to meet some pretty cool people. Again, the people in the chat have been pretty much here almost every stream for the last month or so. It's been really cool. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be grounded foul. Like Draven, Sean, Luis, and then Trisk, and Nick as well. Shout out Nick, always working the night shift, puts me on. Lurking and just listening to the game. Appreciate you, man. I really do. As here is the 3-2 to Muncie. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Muncie is going to get bored to lead off the top of the fifth. Used to be nasty at soccer, but I got bit. Oh, geez, that is unfortunate, dude. Doctor, you have no choice but to quit your job IRL and do this. Yeah, no. Oh, for sure. Well, I'll tell you what. If I were to make what I make at the job, I'll do it. I used to play soccer too, man. Obviously, it was before I got fat. I was actually really good at it too, man. I really do think Unfortunately, the U.S. development and all that, they don't care about, not the most wealthiest people, as that's going to be low ball one. I mean, I played in a very poor part of the state of Texas. 1-0 count, and my town didn't even have a soccer team. It's unfortunate. 1-0 count here to Arraez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Do you game it? You mean like FIFA? I do play a little FIFA. I haven't really played much. To be honest, ever since this YouTube thing last few months, I really haven't played much video games. My friends low-key hate me now. They think I'm too good for them, it ticks me off. How many times have they blown me off for something stupid? Now here I'm trying to do something productive, and I'm the bad guy now. I do try to play, though. Here's the 1-1. Checked his swing. And did not go. Ball 2. It's only American football in Texas. If it ain't football, it don't matter. Yeah, no, that is true. I mean, I love football. Don't get me wrong, but we had a lot of great talent in this town for soccer. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to center, right center, and Tatis is going to make the catch for out number 1. How old were you going to move to Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania to Texas. I was 8 years old. So, again, you can blame my parents forcing me to move at 8 years old. I don't feel like I'm a Texan. But then when I go up to Pennsylvania to visit, I'm out of place. Oh, man, look at that. They act like I sound like this. Like, oh, my goodness, what is that voice? Like, what are you talking about? I do not. I don't know. Maybe I do. Do I sound Texan to you guys? I actually might change the poll here. Here's Edmund. That's going to be low for ball 1. I'm actually curious now. But yeah, no, I play a little bit of FIFA. I got up to like Division 6. I mean, I'm okay. I'm an average player. I don't do all the tactics. I think that's what sets me back. Everyone else like moving players, tactics, and all that. I'm like, I just play the game. I try to score. Here's the 1-0 to Edmund. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Can I throw a knuckleball? I cannot. My dad, Trisk, he's taught me how to grip it. I mean, you pretty much got to push it, but no, I don't know how I could. No. I could throw a nasty 12-6. That's all I'm going to say. I have a nice fastball, as here's the 1-1, or had a nice fastball. That's going to be in there, strike 2. And I never really threw past like the age of 14, but as a 14-year-old I can get in the 60s, which honestly isn't that fast. Changeup was about 10 miles per hour slower. Had a nice 12-6. Could throw a slider as well. I was not good. I thought I was pretty good, but I had a lot of break on the curveball. It just would not get called a strike. Here's the 1-2 to Edmund. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Throws to second, and Muncie is in safe and sound. Doc, I do not sound... thank you, guys. I'm telling you, when I go to Pennsylvania, and I can hear it in some of the words I say, there is a little bit of a draw. But, they make immediate, comments about my voice. I don't know. I'll try to record some of the interactions. But, yeah, I swear, they act like I sound like this, every time. It's ridiculous. Here is Kim, batting .400. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game, though. Swinging a miss, strike 1. It's been a pretty high-scoring game. Last inning in the 4th was the first inning with both teams not scoring a run. And that may continue here. But there is a runner on second. 2 outs, though, in the top of the 5th. Padres up 6-5. Matsui sets and fires. That's going to be hit down the right field line. Oh, my goodness, the announcer's curse as Muncie's definitely going to score. As there he is crossing home plate. And the Dodgers tie the game. Kim doesn't really do the dance. He just moves his arm, so I like Kim. Oh, man, and that's going to bring up Shohei Otani, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. And again, they just tied it up here 6-6. We got a really good game. Again, this game, not to promote myself again, and you guys might find it annoying, and I do apologize. I know it might be, but no one else is going to promote me. But you guys picked tonight's game. So again, if you like having the opportunity to pick what I call, definitely subscribe, and I'll have more polls for you in the future. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Draven, yes. Yes, he does. I have some Texan slang on my words, and if you get me going, really, man, that is tough. 0-1 count. Matsui sets and fires. That's low for ball one. I don't think you have an accent. My sister moved to Kentucky from Arizona. She definitely picked up an accent for a few words. Yeah, I have some family that moved to Tennessee. They have not yet adopted it, but the people around there, oh man, it's something. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Arraez will beat Otani to the bag for out number 3, but the Dodgers tie it up here in the top of the 5th. Your score 6-6 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. I don't think any respectful Asian player will do that dance. Well, again, he just moved his arms, so didn't really do the full dance. But again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing these games since opening day. Hopefully that's good enough for you as far as consistency is concerned. I believe this is, we went it over earlier. I think it was my 44th game. Yeah, 43rd game was yesterday, and I did do a UFL game, and I actually got, I don't want to brag or anything, but I got 9 subscribers yesterday. That was fantastic, and all of them came from the UFL game. So again, I'm doing football, so if you're also a football fan, once football season is here, I'm doing at least 2 games every Sunday. Steelers is going to be one of them. You guys will vote on the second game for the second window. I don't think the Steelers have any 3 o'clock games, so it's all going to be afternoon games that you guys vote on. And then for college football, at least 2 games every Saturday. 1 game I will pick. The other game you guys pick. And if my voice can keep going, I will literally go until Pac-12 at night. I will do it. So hopefully, again, if you guys are sports fans, you hit that subscribe button. As far as baseball is concerned, I want to keep going until the regular season is over. And then since it's mostly NL that I've done on this channel for some reason, I guess I really don't like the AL. I don't know. I have done some AL, but not as much. I'll do some of the NL wild card. I expect both these teams, whether you hate them or not, if you're a Dodgers fan hating the Padres, Padres hating the Dodgers, both these teams are probably going to make it. So, again, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, hey, I want to see some NL wildcard, NLDS, NLCS, and I'll go ahead and do it for you. I have no problem in doing so. You just got to let me know. You got to subscribe and just voice your opinion. And, again, it's really a channel for you guys, the sports fans. So, again, I do thank you guys. The baseball community has been fantastic. I look forward to doing this again next year because, I've had a blast. And hopefully you guys enjoy what I do as we're returning to action to Merrill. That's going to be in there, strike one, returning late. I thought it looked like the Pirates broadcast, they'll come back with a, 2-2 count. Merrill walked and had a sacrifice, I believe. I don't recall. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back. I know he walked. What did Merrill do? Sacrifice fly, yes. So very quickly, 0-2, batting .299, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. The Freeman dance would be banned. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's going to bring up Sheets. He's 0 for 2, batting .248, OPS of 760. Immediate suspension. I don't know. I need to go deep in the playoffs. I'll see what I can do. Doctor, how has Texas changed how you say water? Water. I say water. I don't know. Does that sound normal to you guys? Now, Pennsylvanians say water. Water. water, or something like that, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. But yeah, water. I guess it might be a little bit different. Water. I need some water. May delivers the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball one. Almost choked there and died in front of y'all. Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible. Sheets is batting .248, 11 home runs, 38 RBIs. May delivers the 1-1. That is way outside ball two. I'll see what I can do about that as far as, getting playoff games. If it's Saturdays and Sundays, I can't do that. I really can't. But as far as, during the week, that shouldn't be a problem. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Again, I do expect both these teams to make the playoffs, barring any crazy collapses. So, again, if you are a fan of these teams, just let me know. Definitely we'll do some playoff baseballs. That's going to be high for ball three. Derek May, I don't think so. If I look this up on here, I don't think that would give me the answer I'm looking for. By the way, congrats on the Pirates win. I am now a Brian Reynolds fan. I want him for the Padres. I hope he doesn't, dude. I hope he doesn't go. I could see him getting traded, though. Here's the 3-2. Sheets hits this to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Sheets gets his first hit of the night, and that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1 with the walk, batting .235, OPS of 646. And I got to look up this question. I'm fairly certain it's going to be no. No, it's not. Jeez. All I had to do was just take a look. All right, May sets and delivers. That's going to be inside, Mo. Sean, kind of a troll sometimes. 1-0 count, runner on first here in the bottom of the fifth. 6-6 is your score. It's been a fantastic game. Again, thank you guys for picking this one tonight. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I'm going to look up Mark Reynolds. I don't think so. I don't think there was any relation there. I don't think Brian's related to anybody. 1-1 count here to Bogaerts. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul. There is no relation. 1-2 count. Again, this has been a fantastic. How's the other game going? I need to know, actually. Maybe that's a good game, too. 2-0. All right, well, that's okay, I guess. 1-2 count. May sets and delivers. Reaches for it. Hits it to short. There's one. And he is safe at first. So Bogaerts will get on due to the fielder's choice. But there is now 2 outs. He could be adopted. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. He can't go. Who will get the Pirates' finest card in MLB The Show? Yeah, no kidding. It's probably going to be him or Cruz or McCutcheon. That's going to bring up Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1, but has walked and come across to score. Don't worry, we'll give you Xander Bogaerts. Wow, yeah, thank you, Luis. That's so kind. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Cronenworth didn't really like the call. 0-1 count. 6-6 is your score here in the bottom of the fifth. We got a great game here. Very good. Very good choice, guys. Here's the 0-1. Bogaerts heads to second. He is safe. As Betts tries to knock Bogaerts off the bag. I don't know if that's legal. So Bogaerts in at second with the 1-1 count. That's his 13th steal. Really? I didn't think he was fast, to be honest with you. And you don't have to be fast, of course, to steal. You just have to have great timing. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Do you have a poll? I feel like I should probably reset that poll now, as it's 23 votes. 23 of you guys voted. 65% of you guys have the Dodgers winning. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to center. Kim is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 6th. Your score is 6-6. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button. I just found out likes were important today. I know that sounds dumb, but I didn't think they were important. I don't know. I'm just starting out this YouTube thing. But yeah, no, I've been calling baseball games since opening day. So again, this is not just a one-off thing, I promise. This is my 44th baseball game. It's been fantastic. I look forward to finishing the season and going into the playoffs for a little bit. Again, I'll probably go as far as, some subscribers teams go. So, you guys are a fan of Padres, Dodgers, you guys make the World Series. Well, I'll probably call a few World Series games. Hopefully you enjoy it. And again, for football, if you're a football fan as well, I got you covered Saturdays and Sundays. And then after baseball season is over, pretty much I'll be doing college football, honestly, all throughout the week. I mean, there's games on Thursdays. And, well, I can't do anything Fridays. But Wednesdays, Thursdays, I think there's games on Tuesdays in the future as well. There you go. You can't see because of my face. Let me go and move that. Okay, I can't. It doesn't matter if I move it there. And I can't move the ticker because of some other technical issues. But yeah, no, there's Tuesday games as well. And, I'll be sure to get games pretty much as often as you guys will show up. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. The baseball community has been fantastic. I look forward to seeing you guys again next year as well. And this has been really fun. Hopefully you think so as well. And, again, you guys voted for the game tonight. And it's been great. It's been fantastic. So, as you see, the Dodgers won that one. So, yeah, you guys do have votes. You guys do choose what games I call for the most, about 50%. Maybe not 50%. But you guys do pick. If I have no idea what I'm calling, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. And you guys will pretty much break the tie there, as Betts is going to come to the plate. He's 1 for 3, batting .275, OPS of .781. Who is the better hitting catcher, Terry Kennedy for San Diego or Steve Yeager for, okay, that's a good Dodgers-Padres question. So we have a new pitcher. I'll be sure to answer that shortly. So we'll go and investigate this guy as he faces Betts. That's going to be inside ball 1. Sean Reynolds with an ERA of 4.41 is going to come in here in the 6th. 0 for 1, 0-1 of the season. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be high for ball 2. He's a 1.16 ERA, so not a bad pitcher. Not bad at all. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. I just realized. Hold on. Trade Reynolds for Tatis. Really? You would do that? Wow, that's very nice of you. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Betts pops it up. Diaz is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. All right, we got a Padres versus Dodgers question. Of course, if you're a fan of either of these teams, feel free to answer that question for me. I will at least look at the stats because, again, this is more for educational purposes on my end. Terry Kennedy. Not familiar with him. Due up now is going to be Freddie Freeman. He's 3 for 3. Batting .354, as that's going to be outside ball 1. OPS of .1018. Terry Kennedy, hitting catcher as a Padre. Pretty good. .727 OPS, .274, 76 home runs. Here's the 1-0. Freeman fouls this one back. And then Steve Yeager. I'm assuming it's Yeager. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty good. I picked the wrong one. Why? How? 2 of them there, and I got it wrong. How does that even work? Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. That's a Dodger. Looks like it's going to have to be the Padre, and I feel like Sean may have set up for the Padre to win there. So those numbers weren't really competitive. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 3. 3-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. It's tied at 6 here in this one's very good game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Reynolds threw that one right down the middle. The only players I would never trade are Arraez, Manny, and Jackson Merrill. Here's the 3-2. Freeman hits this down the left side. That one is going to get foul. Freeman has been perfect tonight. Again, 3 for 3. And just the numbers are very good. Again, 354 this year, 1018 OPS. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped foul. I'll give you Bob Nutting in compensation. Oh, man, what a deal that would be for the Padres. You guys would be getting the best owner in all of professional sports, not just baseball. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Arraez is going to take it himself for out number 2. So, 2 away here in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in this one. And I believe he also had, give me a sec here. Yes, he had a sacrifice fly as well, batting .264, OPS of 780. Who was a better relief pitcher, Mike Jackson or Foy? I'm going to assume who was, timeout. You've been saying better, not necessarily at baseball, better in general. Probably the singer, if we're talking about best at what they did. So that's going to be outside ball 1. I'm going to go with Michael Jackson. How cold do the Dodgers need to be? I'm going to assume it's need to be. B to be tied to one of the teams who lost the series to the Braves and Reds almost. Well, that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Michael, when it comes to baseball is honestly, and you guys might disagree with me. Again, I'm not the most diehard baseball fan. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But it's very random, if we're being honest. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. I mean, these teams play 160-something games. So many random stuff happens. Like, literally, not the Marlins. Well, yeah, the Marlins. The Rockies were garbage, 9-40-something, and then they just go ahead and sweep the Marlins out of nowhere. You know, like it could just happen to anyone. That's going to be low for ball 2. I mean, the Pirates, I mean, again, they're terrible, and they're still bad, despite, the last 4 games being great. They swept the Phillies. And the Phillies, who are a really good team, they're 2-8 in their last 10. Baseball is just so random. It's very rare, as here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. It's very rare that the best team actually wins. When it comes to baseball and hockey, honestly, like those, it's like, 5-game, 7-game series in the playoffs. So much could happen that the best team rarely wins. There's chop to third. Nice play by Machado. Throws to first and gets him by a step for out number 3. A fantastic play as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score, 6-6. Oh, that was close. That was very close. We're tied up. It's definitely a great game here. Again, thank you guys for voting. You guys voted for this one. The subscribers did. If you're not subscribed, I do encourage you guys to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Again, I do a bunch of these games. So, definitely, again, it's my 44th game of the year. So hopefully you think it's good enough to, be back for the 45th or 46th. And again, if you're just Dodgers or Padres, that's fine with me too. Just let me know. Padres, I do have Padres fans in the chat. Luis is a big Padres fan. He's been here. Ironically, I met him in a Mariners Red Sox game, and it is what it is. But again, he's active. He lets me know, hey, I like the Padres. Well, I work the Padres in more than I would just your average team. Same with the Diamondbacks. Nick, he leaves me on lurking. He's listening to the game now, pretty much almost every night. Appreciate him, or at least Monday through Thursdays. And so I've worked the Diamondbacks in 8 times. That's the second most team that I've covered. Obviously, the Pirates are the first team, but again, when the Pirates are putting up 1 or 2 runs a game, I don't really want to watch them, to be honest with you. And I don't think you guys would either. So, again, I don't mind bouncing around. I do listen to you guys. So if you're a fan of a specific team, just let me know, and I'll try to get you guys in. You're Shawn Michaels. Oh, that's fantastic. Doctor, my name is Michael, so I was lost. Oh, your name's Michael. Okay, I got you. Well, I'm still going to call you Draven regardless. I love how random it is, even with teams. Superstar players can be equal on the same level with mid-normie. Yeah, no, it's just how it works. You know, obviously Trout, you know, one of the best players, probably was the best player in baseball for many years. I mean, again, it's so random, you know, just you never know. Of course, he needed a lot more help, obviously, within that situation. But again, just anything could happen. Pirates are the upsetter this year. Well, sadly. Do I sweet chin music? Well, you're definitely not. Oh, you're asking Draven that. All right, here in the bottom of the 6th, we have a new pitcher. That's Anthony Banda, the former Pirate. We'll go ahead and look at him real quick as he sets and delivers to Lockridge, who's also pinch hitting. That's going to be down low ball 1. Banda, former Pirate again, 4.08 ERA, 4-1 on the season, 1.26 ERA. For the Padres, Lockridge is pinch hitting for Wade, as that's going to be taken for a strike. Lockridge batting .224, OPS of .548, no homers, 4 RBIs on the year. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I actually did that a few times, and the last time I did it, I was, 15? And I landed terribly, and I ended up bruising my sternum. So never again, as that's going to be fouled back. One of my friends, he was a big guy, which back then I wasn't a big guy, so he could lift me with ease. He was trying to give me the attitude adjustment. I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, not yet. I'm going to try to keep fighting. Well, he did it anyway, and I landed terribly. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 2. They told me, and I'm not kidding. I'm willing to pick fun with myself. They told me my butt hit my face. That's how bad my body was. And yeah, no, I could barely do anything after that. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. So I ended up well, luckily that was in the off season, because that was freshman year, so I wasn't doing any sports the later half. I ended up missing track. I hated track anyway. I could run forever. I played soccer and tennis. When I run, I want to play a sport. I don't want to just run to run. Anyway, 3-2 count to Lockridge. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3 call. Lockridge can't believe it. He's so mad at himself. Oh my gosh. Might have a little bit of anger problems there. As that's going to bring up Diaz, who's 0 for 2, batting .221, OPS was .600. So yeah, no, that was not fun. Last time I ever did it. Last time I ever did it. With Dodgers, in my opinion, on Cubs, he got rocked late. LED is always consistent. Well, so far, I'd say, as that's going to be in the strike 1. I will tell you, my Dodgers friend in real life does not like how the Dodgers are performing this year. He thinks they are doing terrible. He thinks they should be well above 600. As here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So again, that just shows you the difference, in expectations for franchises. 0-2 count here to Diaz. Banda sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit right, but also foul. 0-2 count still. Again, also feel free to chat away. Again, you don't have to chat, but I do really try to read all comments tonight. Honestly, again, you might not think it's fast, but it's fast for me, as that's going to be fouled back. As I do appreciate you guys tuning in and choosing me as your voice for this game. I know you have other options out there, but, again, it's really cool seeing you guys view me again. Hopefully you do like it enough to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in a later video. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped Smith gets it, throws, and gets him by a step for out number 2. Thought Banda was going to keep going to get it, but I guess Smith may have called him off because Banda just stopped suddenly for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and has come across the score. I'm always listening. Just day games are hard for me. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, again, Nick, I mean, I totally get it. So, again, I do appreciate it. I know you mentioned you do try to listen, as he may have been hit there on the first pitch. No, he was not. May have over-exaggerated ball 1. I know, again, you're working the night shift. Again, I do appreciate you listening as always. We have no options. Oh, well, thank you for making me feel better. But I got you. That's unfortunate. I don't know why. Usually, here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there, a call strike. Usually, there's always, every time I've been checking, Dodgers fans always have some streams going. Same with Padres fans. So this is, well, that's a little shocking. I don't know. Here's the 1-1 to Tatis. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Throws to first for out. Now, it's a high throw, but Freeman with a nice catch to get the third out. So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Your score is 6-6. I wish we had other options, but we are here drinking mud because there's no water. Oh, geez. I'm sorry. Gosh dang, what the heck? Unfortunate comments from Entombed in the Internet. Not a fan of the style. It is what it is. Hopefully the other guys do like me. Maybe, hopefully they view me a little bit more than mud. As we head to the top of the 7th. Again, 6-6 is your score. If you do like what you see, I don't expect any subscriptions from Entombed here, but the other people, you definitely could hit that subscribe button. Again, I do a lot of baseball games. This is now my 44th baseball game of the year, so it's averaging, of course, about 2 out of every 3 games I'm able to do, or days I'm able to do one. But also, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing football later down the road, so hopefully I'll see you there. I thought this was going to be an easy win for the Dodgers. I'm still winning my parlays. Yeah, you got a lot of people that bet. Unfortunately, for some reason, if you say your bet, so don't actually go specific with your bet here, you pretty much lose. It might be a 10% win rate in the chat. So do not, I don't know why my chat is cursed, or my channel is cursed, as far as like whenever you say your bet, it never happens. It's just, I don't know why. Could be worse. Could be Oakland and Baltimore. If I had MLB Network, I would still listen to the doctor. Oh, well, thank you, Sean. Sean is an OG. I like Sean a lot. Sean's definitely the anti-entombed in the internet there. So throwing a little shade there. It's cool, though. I understand I'm not for everybody. I understand that. For football season, it's definitely going to be a hit and miss thing, because I'm definitely more likely to share my actual opinion on the game, especially for Steelers games. And again, I do want to remind you guys for football season that I'll be doing at least 2 games a year, or a day, not a year. So Sundays you'll be able to vote on the afternoon game, because I'll be doing Steelers games, but the second game is going to be entirely up to you. And tonight's game was actually voted by my subscribers. So again, Dodgers, Padres, I do get you guys involved. Whenever I have no idea what I'm calling, I look for you guys, and you guys, I'm always getting votes now, and it's really cool. So this is going to be Estrada. Estrada's going to be pitching here in the top of the 7th. As he faces Smith, who did homer back in the 3rd. That's going to be in there, strike 1. Estrada, ERA with 2.17, whip of a 1.1. I wish I had MLB, but I don't, so I need to watch this guy. 0-1 count. That is so unfortunate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. Merrill makes the catch for out number 1. I bet on LED, but I'm fine with Padres with the win. I got you. Well, now that you mentioned your bet, I don't know. You're trying to do the Skip Bayless thing. Well, I think, the Cowboys definitely going to lose, and then whenever they lose or win, you're happy or something like that. Who was the better shortstop, Gary Templeton or Alfredo Griffin? We'll definitely look at that as Muncie's going to dig in here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Gary Templeton. 0-1 count here to Muncie. Here's the pitch. High and inside. I'll show you where that landed. Well, it's going to be right there. Almost hit him for ball 1. Better leave it now, so there will be a total of 19. Okay, all right. See you later, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry you didn't like me. I mean, it is what it is. You started, by the way. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. I have no problem with anyone. I mean, it's really fine. But you called me mud. Might have a little bit of an issue. 1-2 count here to Muncie. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So he goes down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Arraez, who's 1 for 3, batting .288, .819 OPS. Who was the other one again? Alfredo Griffin. I'm sorry, I forgot. Estrada sets. As here's the pitch. There's going to be a ground ball to short. Bogarts throws to first for out number 3. A very quick inning. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, and the scoring's kind of died down in this one. As you see, again, all the runs were earlier. It's still 6-6 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And I'm going to answer this question. And feel free to chat down below. I do read all comments. This is not really a good group of players you gave me here, Sean, and I think you know what you were doing there. I'm going to go with Gary here. Not the best, but we're going to go with Gary, final answer. Again, hopefully you like what you see, and definitely hit that subscribe button. Maybe you're missing a sidekick. I used to watch a Canadian pair for the watch-along. I would, maybe for Dodgers game, I could probably get my Dodgers friends here, or friend. We'll see. The Jays are a fun team to watch this year. Yeah, no, I covered 1 or 2 of their games. Toronto, 1 game. They're 1-0 actually in that. Stay positive. Yes, sir. Making me win $50. Primus. No, it is what it is. Like I said, there's always going to be people that are like that. And that's just how it is. I'm trying to, again, I'm new to this, so I don't really know how to handle that straight on. I'm still working on it, but it is what it is. But I do appreciate you guys, again, chatting away. Again, it's a lively chat. I mean, I do appreciate it tonight. It's been fantastic. You guys are great. Again, if you aren't too sure, I have been doing baseball games since opening day. And I'm making my own thumbnails now, so hopefully you find that visually more appealing than, of course, just taking them off the internet and looking like a bot, So hopefully you like them. And again, you guys are voting. You guys can vote for games, as I'll put up polls if I have no idea what to call. If I'm getting home late or something like, hey, what should I call? You guys definitely let me know. I will. I do polls, and again, for football season, it'll be the same thing, college and the NFL. So hopefully, if you're a football fan, I'll see you there. As we're working our way back to coverage, and I do want to mention again, if you're just baseball, I'm still going to stick with baseball. Again, I understand most of my subscribers are baseball fans, so I will be doing baseball pretty much until season's end and a little bit of the playoffs. So we're working our way back here. Here is Arraez. He's 1 for 3. Batting .277, OPS of .707. Here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. When do Padres play the Mets, I wonder? That's always a fun series. Well, I'll keep it out. I'll look for it, whenever it's coming up. Yankees. Oh, I got you. You're a Yankees fan. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back. Yeah, missing friends that enjoy watching baseball. Watching the game with my Orioles fan brother is super fun. I'm going to favorite your channel then. Oh. Well, I mean, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it'd be neat to have him. He has come by. We did like the NFL draft coverage together. But we have yet to do a baseball stream together. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left. Arraez makes the catch for out number 1. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. If you guys think I should try to find a second guy to do it with. My room is not visually appealing, so I have to widen the camera. But we're actually going to turn this around sooner or later, so you guys don't have to look at that junk in the back. Here is Machado, batting .322, 10 home runs, 34 RBIs on the season. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. There's going to be a ground ball to short. Throws to first for out number 2. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it's been kind of going a little bit quicker here as the offense has kind of stayed at the first part of this game. As here in the later innings, it's kind of died down a little bit. Is Bill Cowher a better Steeler coach than Chuck Noll, Mike Tomlin? Chuck Noll is the best coach. Oh, Chuck Knox. Oh, well, I don't know about Chuck Knox. Some of you can dish when their team is losing. Oh, yeah, I don't know. As that's going to be outside ball. And as you can see, I mean, you might be able to see here, Pirates fan. So I know all about losing. So I'll be picking on myself. Chuck Knox is a coach. I just don't remember how he was. Chuck Noll, obviously, is the Steelers coach. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be fouled back. I'm going to actually just try to refresh here. Chuck Knox. But Bill Cowher is definitely better than Tom, I can tell you that. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but that is just facts. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit foul. No, Knox would not be better. I would take actually Tomlin and Cowher over Knox, as Knox was not able to win the big one. 1-2 count. Banda still in there for this 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Freeman tosses to Banda, who beats Merrill to the bag for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 8th. Your score, 6-6, and we got a tight one. And again, not much scoring has happened as of late. So, yeah, I guess it's going by a little bit quicker. Yeah, most Dodgers and Padres fans definitely wouldn't agree. I'm trying to think here. My bro roasted me the entire 2023 season. Last good season for the Orioles before choking in the playoffs. Yeah, you know what? I don't really understand what's going on with the Orioles. Last year, as we look at them, they're 26-38. I mean, we all know they were great last year, and they seem to be building for the future. Again, they have a nice group of young players. There's the AL East last year, 91-71. I think they did lose first round, correct, if I'm not mistaken. But again, people were like, okay, well, they're going to take that next step. And again, they got a nice young group of players. But the Orioles just, I don't know. It's just kind of a shocker. I don't understand what happened. Got to bow out now. Thanks for the great. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Sean, as always. Thank you very much. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. And again, I'll try to do a game tomorrow. Unsure what it will be. Might be doing a poll later tonight. So you guys might have a lot of control on what I'm doing tomorrow. As, again, I do have polls for games that, again, just if I'm unsure what I'm doing, I will ask you guys. And you guys definitely make your voices heard. Again, that you guys voted for tonight's game, and that's what I'm doing. And the same thing for football. Again, college and NFL will be having at least 2 games every Saturday and Sunday, and you guys will vote for one of each, as I'll make one pick and you guys make the other. And again, for Saturdays, I could potentially go all 4 if my voice will allow it. So if you're a football fan, hopefully I see you there. As Edmund is going to be digging in here. He's 1 for 3, batting .246 on the year, OPS of 738. Today was a travel day, I believe, so many more games. Today didn't really have many. There's about 8 or 9, as that's going to be outside ball 1. I am working tomorrow, so, well, I don't think there's any games that are on early anyway, so, yeah, you guys will have the pick of the litter pretty much. I'll pick about 4 or 5 and put them up for y'all, as here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit foul. If you guys pick Dodgers Padres again, I'm fine with it too. Pardon me. Again, this is usually a really good series. So, and tonight has been fantastic. Adrian Morjon is warming up in the Padres bullpen as Estrada's still out there to begin the 8th. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to second. Cronenworth throws to first for out number 1. Today was a travel day. SDLA not able to score, just like Entombed. I don't know. Entombed, I don't know. Again, like I said, I wouldn't worry about it, man. I do appreciate you sticking up for me, but it is what it is. There's always going to be people like that. I'm still trying to learn how to handle that myself. I probably shouldn't be too combative, as I did kind of go down to his standard there. And Looks like Estrada, we're having a pitching change here. Estrada is going to make way for Morjon. So pitching change underway again. You'll have to bear with me here. As Kim is going to come to the plate. He's 1 for 3, 410 batting average. Hasn't hit too much, but again, that's still fantastic. And whatever sample size it is, OPS of 1028. So again, bear with me here. We are on a commercial break. I don't know. I'll just have to learn how to deal with them later. Might just have to ignore them in the future. So it is what it is. I missed the low-key open, and honestly, I can't remember what I just said. But anyway, yeah, no, if you guys, again, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll look up the games after. I mean, I know today's games are obviously going to roll over to tomorrow's games, but obviously there'll be more games to choose from. And I imagine most of you guys are probably going to be Padres-Dodgers fans. But again, it's really just for the subscribers. But I guess if you wanted to raid my channel just to vote and rig it, I guess you could. I can't stop you. That'd actually be kind of funny. But yeah, tomorrow's pretty much the same game. So again, if you guys want Dodgers-Padres tomorrow, if you guys have to drink some mud apparently, then hey, I'll be the mud, I guess, because there's no water nearby. That is shocking, though. Usually, you guys have a bunch of, like, Dodgers-Padres have a bunch of fans that are always streaming. So I was actually kind of nervous. I'm like, well, I have to compete with a bunch of, people tonight. But again, I mean, I have to get a stream in when I can. And I could. All right, Morjon's going to be pitching here. 2.73 ERA, 3-2 record. Here's the pitch to Kike Hernandez, who's pinch hitting. That's a called strike. Let me go ahead and click on Kike here. He's batting .227, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs with an OPS of 710. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be popped up foul. I'm an away fan. Again, I apologize. I forgot already. I do feel bad. There's a Yankees-Royals. Maybe Michael would enjoy that. They're both very good teams. Yankees-Royals. Hey, I'll put that in. I'll put that one. I'll actually write that down real quick. I'll put that one in the poll. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1. So I'll definitely put that one in the poll. When is that one? Tomorrow. 1-2 count to Hernandez. Yeah, I should definitely be home by then, even if I get home late. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 down here for the Dodgers. That's going to bring up Shohei Otani. He's 1 for 3 with a walk, batting .293 OPS of 1022. They punted to Boston last night. Oh, really? That is tough. 23 home runs, 39 RBIs for Otani. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1 as he tried to bring in the whole clubhouse with that swing. 0-1 count. Morjon sets. And delivers. That's inside for ball 1. Shohei actually has a higher batting average against lefties. OPS is lower, so that's interesting. 315 average, 890 something OPS. That's going to be just low. Ball 2. Meanwhile, Otani against righties was 289. OPS was north of 1,000. I just could not remember the number there. So a lot more power when he faces righties. A lot more contact when he faces lefties. As here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count. San Diego. They're very happy. I guess they like seeing Otani swing and miss. 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 6-6 is your score. Morjon sets and fires. Tapper back to Morjon. Throws to first. Oh, it gets away. Otani's going to take off from first to second. Arraez throws, and he is safe. Morhone took his time nonchalantly. He was literally as cool as can be until the throw, which was way off target. Oh my goodness. And it's stuff like that that possibly could decide this game, as it's been neck and neck. You can't make a mistake. Morhone, again, just as cool as can be. Throw is way out wide. He can't believe it. Morhone's like, what in the world? Unbelievable. I mean, just a straight up tapper back to him. That's going to bring up Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 4, batting .274, OPS of .778. And Otani, again, heads up base running there, taken off to second. Luis can't believe it. Michael, he's sick. Or he's saying that's so sick. Regardless, it's sick, positive or negative. As we have a little mound visit, there's probably just telling him, hey, look, bud, if you ever do anything like that again, you're done. Probably not what he's saying. Probably doing strategy to Betts. Hey, Betts is a pretty solid hitter. This is where you should probably, work him here in the specific count here. Again, top of the 8th, runner on second due to the throwing error by Adrian Morhone. You can see it there beneath the little scoreboard. As Betts is actually going to get intentionally walked. And this is interesting. I understand it's lefty-lefty here, but Freddie Freeman is still Freddie Freeman, as he's 3 for 4 on the night. He's come across to score 2 runs, batting .353, OPS of .1013. Still 2 frames to go. Big mistake. Yeah, no, of course they have plenty of time. Again, it's still tied, as here is the first pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I have a bad feeling Betts is dangerous. Well, luckily, they did walk him, but again, they're giving it to Freddie Freeman, who's batting .286 against lefties and an .803 OPS, so he's still a solid hitter. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count. The Padres faithful. They are loud and proud, trying to get behind Morhone. Freeman home run. Whoa, we'll see. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to left. Down the line, that one is foul. As the fans here were very worried, as that one may have had the distance. I'm not too sure. 0-2 the count. Yes, I would love to pitch. Freeman said no bullpen pitcher ever. Well, unfortunately for, I guess, the Morhone here, they put him on. 0-2 count. Morhone sets, looks back at Otani, and delivers. That's outside for ball 1. 1-2 count. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. It is 6-6. Dodgers are threatening. Morhone looks back at Otani and delivers. That's outside, ball 2. Freeman is even more dangerous. Luis, not a fan of the situation. And if I'm a Padres fan, I'm probably not a fan of it either. This could go pretty south quickly. But again, you're just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. 2-2 count. Morhone sets, looks back, and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Padres able to keep it tied as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Your score is 6-6. What a game this has been. Both teams playing fantastic. Dodgers with 10 hits, 6 runs, and an error. Padres, 6 hits, 6 runs, and 2 errors. So less hits, more errors, and yet the Padres still able to, of course, keep it tied. No chance Betts gets up to bat again. It's going to be tough. It's going to take a heck of a 9th inning by the Dodgers to get Betts up again, to be honest with you. We'll see, though. Again, thank you for the comment, of course, Baxley. Again, you guys, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe. I just found out, again, this is how bad I am. I just found out likes are actually somewhat important. I thought they were just kind of there. But, again, I'm just kind of starting this YouTube career. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Again, I've been doing baseball games this whole time, believe it or not, if this is your first time seeing me. I've been here since opening day. Yeah, since the Pirates blew it on opening day. And, of course, it was strictly Pirates. Then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm tired of seeing the Pirates lose. Let's see what else happens. So the first non-Pirates game I did was Cubs-Diamondbacks. And if you don't remember that game, that one was 2-1. in like the 6th inning, and that's actually where I met Nick, by the way. And then it ended up being 14-12, back and forth, just craziness. And I'm like, you know what, that was pretty fun. So obviously I've branched away from some of the Pirates. I still do Pirates games, but not as much. As of late, it's been mostly other MLB teams. I still will do Pirates games because, again, I'm a Pirates fan, but I do listen to you guys. If you guys are fans of other teams, which obviously most of you guys are, then I'll listen, and I'll be sure to get your teams going. I have a lot of Giants fans, Padres fans, Diamondbacks fans, Mets fans in this community, I guess. But again, you guys, they've made their voices heard, so I do listen. Again, I also have polls. Tonight's game was voted on by those subscribers, as you can see there. So again, I'll put up polls. I'm actually going to do a poll tomorrow because I don't know what I'm calling tomorrow. So hopefully you guys make that poll and hit that subscribe button. And I'm also a big football fan. I'll be doing 2 Saturday games for college, 2 Sunday games for football. And once baseball is completely over, I'll be doing football all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Not Fridays. Can't do Fridays as I have a job I cannot skip on Friday nights. But everything else is free game. As here is Sheets as he swings and misses for strike one. This is Vesia. Vesia, I was going to click and I forgot why I went to the Dodgers. Vesia with a 3.0 ERA. 2-0 as a 2-0 record. 1.15 whip. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be hit foul. That was a crazy game, man. It really was. I can't wait for NFL. So much easier to parlay. Yeah, not as much randomness in the NFL. So a little bit easier to get some of those parlays. So I know we talked about baseball. It's so random. Any given day, like the Rockies could take a game randomly from the Dodgers in a 4-game series. You just never know. It's random. Football, usually the favorite. Well, I wouldn't say that, but you kind of have a good feeling about it. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped foul. But yeah, no, I'm a much bigger football fan. Not that I don't like baseball. Baseball's fantastic. It's been fantastic so far. But football really is. That's my specialty there. That's kind of where my expertise is. 0-2 count here. Vesia delivers. That's going to be low for ball one. I don't think I mentioned Sheets' stats, and I'm really sorry about that. Sheets is 1 for 3, batting .251, OPS of 766. Vesia sets. Still sets. And fires. That's going to be low for ball two. Probably should have got 2 bottles of water. This has been a fantastic game. Very good. Yono Pino. Loving it. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left. It may stay in. Muncie. No, that's just over the net for a foul ball. So the count remains at 2-2. 6-6 is your score. Again, it's been really back and forth. Well, it was that case earlier in this one. 2-2 was the score at the end of the first. Padres scored one in the second to make it 3-2. They each traded 3 runs in the third. It's 5-6. Dodgers add one in the fifth. 6-6, and that's pretty much where we are here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. And Vesia shows a lot of emotion as he strikes out Sheets for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Bogarts, and I promise that's the chair. This chair is squeaky. 0-2 on the day with a walk, batting .234, OPS of 642. So you guys are located in San Diego. I am not located in San Diego. I am located in Texas, former Pennsylvanian, forcefully moved at the age of 8, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, I was born in Pennsylvania. 8 years old, I find out one day, yeah, we're not living here anymore, so you're gonna have to come with us, bud. So that's where I am in Texas. Here is the 0-1. That's gonna be upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 count here to Bogarts. Bogarts again not really doing that great this year. Hasn't really done well as a Padre. You never know what could happen. He could get, catch fire. Here's the 1-1. That's low for ball 2. 2-1 count. Here to Bogarts. Vesia sets. And delivers. Ground ball to short. Betts throws to first for out number 2. So again, it's been very much defense and pitching. Pardon me. For the last, 3, 4 innings? Honestly, 5 innings. I mean, it's only been one run scored, and that was by the Dodgers in the 5th. It's been really a lot of pitching. Holy sheets. These guys are killing me. Yeah, no, if you definitely put some bets in, I know you probably did. Not looking good if you had some offense going on later in this one. Here's Cronenworth. That's a swing and a foul tip. Strike 1. Cronenworth's 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .238 with an OPS of .769. Spotted a Padres fan. Nick is actually a Diamondbacks fan. Here's the 0-1. Oh, my bad. Not yet. He sets. They showed the freaking bullpen. I got confused. I'm sorry. Here is the 0-1 now. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. That was embarrassing. It's terrible. Now I'm having doubts. I was certain this was a Dodgers win. It is either way. I don't know. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers, it'll probably be 6-6 when we head to the 9th. Here's the 1-1. This one's going to be hit to left, down the left field line, and that one is just foul. It had the distance, but it did not stay fair, as we'll do this again, 1 and 2. Yeah, no, Nick has been here for a while. Again, the Diamondbacks are the second most featured team on the channel. And they are 4-4 when I cover, so it's pretty much a coin flip there. Here is the 1-2, and that one is fouled back. Again, these teams, I mentioned it earlier. The Padres are 3-3 when I cover their games. The Dodgers are 2-2, so they're actually 500. I actually hurt these teams, as you can see their records. They're well above 500. So whenever I'm here, I curse them, and as you can see, it's tied 6-6. So I might actually be a curse. So maybe you don't want me to cover these games. I don't know. Hopefully you still subscribe though. But again, I listen to you guys as far as some games are concerned. So here is the 1-2. From Vesia as he waits all the way down to 1 second. That's upstairs, ball 2. Whoever homers first, well, it's probably. I could see that. D-backs are awesome. I remember when they were an expansion team. I was, I don't know if I was alive. Well, I don't know. Maybe they were. I know it was in the 90s. I was born in 96. I just don't know when they were a thing. As Cronenworth sends this to right. Hernandez is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Vesia is really animated. As we head to the top of the 9th, it's still tied 6-6. Padres fans tonight because they're playing the Dodgers. Man, that's just everyone just hates the Dodgers, huh? That's just how it goes in the NL West. They all seem to not like the team in LA. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm pretty much been doing this for baseball since opening day. So hopefully I see you around in future. That's okay. I don't want to show you guys the videos. I don't really do videos anymore. I might do some funny skits, but yeah, funny. Did a Tom Grossi parody video. That's my funny skit. So anyway, we're not going to do any more video games and all that stuff. I'm just doing live stream. Hopefully you do enjoy the content again. This is my 44th baseball game. Hopefully you do like what you see. Again, it's a lot of Pirates, but not really as of late. As, again, I've been taking more and more input from you guys. Kind of just doing MLB in general. Well, actually, really NL. I don't know why. It's been mostly NL, just the way it's worked out. But I'll put it in AL. Of course, the Yankees, Kansas City, I'll put that one in the poll. If that one wins, we'll go ahead and do that one tomorrow. But, yeah, no, if you're a baseball fan, football fan, college and NFL, feel free to subscribe again. I'll be doing these games, baseball all the way through, and then NFL, of course. I'm ready to go. You probably saw one half of the thumbnail there in the top left corner. I'm ready for the Hall of Fame game. I mean, I'm ready to go. And again, week 1 NFL, hopefully I see you guys there. I will have you guys vote on the second window. As again, I'll be doing Steelers, Jets. But again, you guys can decide whether it's Tennessee, Denver. That'll be Cam Ward's debut. San Francisco, Seattle. Can San Francisco bounce back? Or, in Seattle, they're going to have a new quarterback in Sam Darnold. Detroit, Green Bay. I'm not going to put that one in the poll. Just Tom Grassi's going to kill it. And then, of course, there's Houston and L.A. Can Houston keep up, their nice stretch of the last few years with C.J. Stroud? And are the Rams still going to be good? A lot of questions. Hopefully you guys are there. If not, that's okay. If you're just baseball, that's fine with me too. D-backs' first game was 98-99, so I was actually 2 or 3 years old. I went to the first ever game in that stadium, as that's going to be low for ball 1. Suarez is going to be in. I love the Dodgers being from New York. I gotcha. Suarez, 1.84 ERA. He's 1-1. As Teoscar Hernandez is in, batting .262, as that one's going to be taken for a called strike. OPS of 776. 10 home runs, 44 RBI. So, will this one go to extras or not? That's going to be the question here. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is fouled. Went to the National Stadium a month ago. Got nice tickets from a friend, and the stadium is pretty neat. I liked it better than the Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium, honestly, doesn't look all that great to me. I've been to 3 stadiums in my life. The Philadelphia Citizens Bank, that's the nicest I've been to. Then I went to the old Texas Rangers Stadium that was just demolished. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball 2. And that one was the second nicest. Then I went to Minute Maid, which is, I'm pretty a few hours away from Minute Maid, and I didn't like Minute Maid. I think it was more because it was closed. I like open air. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be tapped to first. Arraez is going to run to first for out number 1. Well, if you are a Padres fan, you should be doing more Padres videos. That way you enjoy what you do. Well, I'm not a Padres fan. Again, I'm a Pirates. And watching the Pirates play and seeing them lose in front of people is not fun. They actually are somewhat better when I cover them. They're 9-13 when I cover them, which is more closer to 500 than 27-40, but not by much. As here is Will Smith. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Will Smith is 1 for 3. And again, that one hit was a 3-run shot in the third inning. He's batting .322, OPS of 931. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to second, and Cronenworth makes the catch for out number 2. It's a little flare to second. Had to run a little bit in the outfield. It's pretty gray. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of looks, I don't know. Just doesn't look all that exciting. As that's going to bring up Muncie. He's 1 for 3, batting .236, OPS of 783. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled back for strike 1. Muncie, again, 1 for 3 with the walk, .236, 9 home runs, 35 RBIs. I think it's going to extras. Yeah, it very well maybe. I can't speak. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Padres fans, they are loud. Getting behind Suarez here. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They struck him out. He struck him out. I couldn't think of his name. I don't know why I said they. He struck him out. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. Your score 6-6. Kirby Yates is going to be in the bottom of the 9th. And I'll go ahead and get the stats here if he'll come up. He will not. Let me go ahead and get a new chat here. I know it's terrible. Other guys can make this look so good. That's not what I want. I don't want a Q&A. I don't know how to do all that. Oh, I can't. I got to close the poll? I got to close the poll. I don't even know how to do all that. All right, we're ending the poll. You guys think it's going to be
The crowd struck him out. Yeah, my bad.
All right. Anyway, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get a poll here. We'll see. Yay. Nay. Okay, that's terrible. But yeah, no, I've been doing baseball games since the opening day. And again, I can show you guys right now proof of my disastrous opening day with the Pirates blowing a 4-2 lead in the ninth. And I think I got to see him again a few days later do the same thing. It was fantastic. But obviously, again, I've kind of moved off a little bit from the Pirates. I still cover them. I'm still going to cover my Pirates, but just not as much. So again, you guys have a lot of say in what I cover. Tonight's game was actually chosen by you guys. Again, if you don't believe me, if you're just joining in, there you go. 8 votes, 6 of them went to Dodgers Padres, as Yates is coming in with a 4.26 ERA. 3-2 record. As 80% of you guys think it's going to extras. Might have to do with tickets I got. It was for the VIP section. Don't know how my friend got those, but we were having doubts about the tickets. But oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, baseball. It's actually great. It's great to go. It's a great atmosphere. It really is. All right, let's see what we got here. Lockridge is going to be at the plate, 0 for 1. And he's pinch hitting for Wade, 221, OPS of 541. I did go to a lot of Reading Phillies games up in Pennsylvania as well when I was younger. That was fantastic. All right, bottom of the ninth. Can the Padres do it, or will the Dodgers hold them and go to extras, as that's going to be outside, ball 1. Well, at least y'all were prepared well. If you keep asking us, this is legit. Yeah. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count. What else is the same? Well, it's the score, 6-6. Dodgers, Padres. It's been a pretty good one. Most of the scoring, in fact, all the scoring was done earlier in this one. As here's the pitch. That's in there, strike 2. It was 6-5. Padres leading at the end of 3. Dodgers were able to tack on 1 in the 5th. And it's been all zeros since. As what in the world is going on? Oh, apparently I crossed 10,000 steps today. That's fantastic. Here's the 1-2. That's chopped foul. I do move my feet a lot. Reading has a fantastic ballpark. Oh man, it is beautiful. I went there a lot as a kid. I hope to go there again this summer. So I'm taking a week vacation in July. Going back up to PA. Here's the 1-2. That's way outside. Ball 2. Going to try to get some cheap Steelers gear. Because, everything's expensive, obviously. And I don't know. I probably shouldn't support the Steelers till they get a playoff win. 2-2 count. Yates sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask, as it remains at 2-2. It's been a good one. Very good. 2-2 count. Can the Padres win it here in the bottom of the ninth? Can the Dodgers push it to extras? We'll see. Here's the 2-2. That is going to be outside. Strike 3 called. Well, I think it is going to catch the zone when I replay it in my mind. I think you'll see it here. I think it did. Yeah, they replayed it. It did catch the outer part of the zone. Lockridge didn't like the call, but it is what it is. That's going to bring up Diaz. He's 0 for 3, batting .219, OPS of 596. Browns got the first draft pick. Well, that's going to be in the dirt ball one for next year, probably. Maybe. They're not going to be any good, I don't think. 1-0 count to Diaz. I don't think they're going to be the worst team. I think it's either going to be the Saints or the Raiders or the Colts. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Actually, really, honestly, Saints or Colts. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the ninth. My voice is starting to go out. No. Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. So it's 2-1. You want to get a hit? Diaz, well, he's not exactly the, or you're talking about Lockridge. Yeah, both of them not the best hitters on the team. 2-1 count. Yates sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2 count. Tatis is on deck. Diaz again, he's 0 for 3 on the night. Yates sets on the 2-2. He delivers. That's going to be fouled back yet again. All that waiting. And we'll do this again at 2-2. And most of you guys think it's going to extras. Feel free to vote. Got a new poll going. I would probably say yes. But I guess one of you guys think the Padres are going to win it here in the bottom ninth. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Diaz goes down, and that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 3 with the walk, batting .260 this year. OPS is .794. He's struggled, especially compared to his standards. But this is where you want your stars to rise up. And he definitely can do it. 13 home runs, 28 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike one. You can definitely tell he was trying to end the game right there with that swing. Oh, 0-1 count. Yates delivers outside for ball one. To be honest, I felt like that caught the zone. You can see it right there. I felt like it did. He's going to hit it to the warning track. I could see a loud out number 3. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, you can tell he's trying to end the game. But because of that, it's now 1-2. 1-2 count. Yates sets and delivers. That's way in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 count. Probably going to extras. 11:33 where I live. So if you're on the East Coast, that is unfortunate. Hopefully you don't work in the morning. But on the West Coast, well, you still got plenty of time. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's low in the dirt. Ball 3. Luis Arraez is on deck. He's 1 for 4 on the night, batting .275, OPS of .704. Yates sets. The crowd is loud. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4. So Tatis walks, and that's going to bring up Luis Arraez. Again, he's gotten a hit tonight. He's also come across to score. In fact, the top 4 players in the Padres lineup have come across to score. And it looks like they're going to have a mound visit here. I don't know who's actually coming out. I can't quite see. Looks like it's just a players only. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I don't know how many times I'll be able to get a chance to do it. Again, I know it's a little bit annoying, but I do have to promote myself, as, again, no one else is going to promote me, so that's why I got to do it. I do appreciate you guys understanding. And, again, if you're a football fan as well as a baseball fan, or either or, I'll be here for football season, so it won't end come September. Actually, it's just getting started, as I can't wait for football season. And Arraez here, .275, 3 home runs on the year. And pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound. And there are the boos. Again, if an opposing pitcher tries to pick off your player, you're not going to be well received. Dodgers need a pop out of fly out. I feel like Arraez is better bat at this time than Tatis. Well, you might be right, actually. He'll make contact. Arraez pops it up. Hernandez makes the catch for out number 3. So 86% of you were correct as we're heading to extra innings. So free baseball. It is still 6-6. Now I'm going to probably return that to who's going to win. I honestly really cannot tell. Again, baseball is so random. You just really never know. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. It really does. Again, I'm not the most popular guy, but, I do rely on you guys, and you guys have been very awesome to me. The baseball community kind of just welcoming me. I appreciate it. Okay, that is terrible. That's a terrible poll. What am I doing? I just did the same thing. Am I a bot, guys? There we go. But yeah, 6-6 is your score. Due up for the Dodgers is going to be Padres, Edman, and Kike Hernandez. Muncie is supposed to be the runner on second. I imagine there'll probably be a pinch runner. Dodgers need a walk-off. Dodgers will win if it goes to extras. Well, you guys can let me know. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Dodgers won the earlier vote. I believe it was like 60-something%. Right now, it's at, what is that, 50%? 50-50. I don't know who's going to be pitching. So we do have a pitching change as well. Peralta is going to be pitching for the Padres. He is at 3.81. The Padres have actually used so many pitchers. 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers the Padres have used. Dodgers have only used 4. So hopefully they don't overuse their bullpens, for the rest of the series. Of course, if you're a Dodgers fan, well, you love that. As, again, the Dodgers entering tonight, 39-27, just one more win, then they get 40. Padres at 37-27, so they've played 2 less games. If the Padres win tonight, they will technically be above the Dodgers in win percentage. As here is, I forgot to switch it over. I do apologize. Padres, he's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. 287 OPS of 816. Otani will do it again. Otani, most likely, if they get a hit, will be up in this inning. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's inside for ball 1. Peralta is good, though. He throws heat. So far, he has. Padres needs a playoff hit. Well, he probably will play in the playoffs, most likely. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get over the left fielder's head. Lockridge misjudged it. Muncie is going to round third, heading for home, and Paez is in at second. So they pretty much just flip spots as Paez is doing the little dance, and he's pretty happy about it. So it's now 7-6, Dodgers up. As that's going to bring up Tommy Edman, who's 1 for 4 on the night, batting .244, OPS of 734. It was a big hit. Again, Lockridge misjudging it. Had he really made a good jump, that would have been honestly out number 1, and I don't think Muncie would have been able to get to third. As here is Edman. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 1. Edman batting .244, 9 home runs, 32 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be poked foul. 1-1 count. Seeing some more votes come in. And, yep, Dodgers 67%. Probably after that one, too, I'd imagine. Probably going to be Dodgers going to get in the votes. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing. That's going to be up the middle. That's off. Cronenworth. And looks like Paez is going to score as the Padres are kind of self-destructing here in the top of the 10th. I hate to, again, I'll call it as I see it. That's pretty much how it's been. And, again, a defensive error by, they're not going to rule it an error, but a bad read on it by Lockridge. And then this was pretty much straight to Cronenworth. Hits it right up the middle. Oh, no. I am so sorry. That is on me. Cronenworth was fine and actually ricocheted off the base. Oh, that is just unlucky for the Padres. As we're going to have a mound visit here. So a runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 10th. Dodgers up 8-6. Here they come. This game is over. Dodgers won. And yeah, a lot of happy people in the chat. Of course, if you're a Padres fan, not happy, Luis, I'm sorry. It's not looking good. But again, anything could happen. I'm not going to rule out a Padres comeback. But the mound visit is nearing its conclusion. And Kike Hernandez is going to be at the plate. He's batting .225, OPS of .705. Runner on first, nobody out. No outs, Otani up. GG, they're saying GG. Dodgers fans feeling confident, or Dodgers supporters at least, as here's the pitch. And Hernandez hits this to center. Merrill makes the catch for out number 1. And as you guys are probably ready for, that's going to bring up Shohei Otani as Tanner Scott is warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. He's 1 for 4 with a walk. Batting .292, OPS of .1019, 23 home runs, 39 RBIs. As wow, I saw something terrible in the background as that's in there, strike 1. Saw a lady flipping off Otani. Very angry. Oh my gosh. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Trying to hold up but couldn't hold back. He's going to ask for time. Otani getting the bird from San Diego fans. Of course, he didn't see it as it was at his back. 0-2 count. Runner on first. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Dodgers scoring 2 runs here. A misread by Lockridge in left. And then, of course, a ground ball up the middle. It kicked off the second base bag as that one's going to be outside for ball 2. Sportsman is very happy about Otani, or at least happy that he's at the plate. Thank you for stopping by, of course. 2-2 count. Otani doesn't look the same. Well, he's doing okay. Here's the 2-2. That's low for ball 3, so he's worked it back from 0-2 to 3-2, being patient. He has been on base twice tonight, so I feel like he's been doing pretty good. 1 for 4, but again, he did have the walk. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball, broken bat. Tosses a second, and did anyone get him? And yes, as I don't know what in the world happened there. Machado and the shortstop were both there. Machado's the one to get the ball at second, so they are able to get the 1 out. And that's going to bring up Mookie Betts. So Mookie Betts does indeed. That was actually a pretty funny play. Come up again. He's 1 for 4 with the walk, batting .274, OPS of .780. Kirk numbers are better than Otani since May. I'm assuming Alejandro Kirk. I mean, that's the only Kirk I would know. That's interesting. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, he's still OPS of 10-15. I think he's doing pretty good. Sportsman with the loud no. He's not happy he didn't get a hit, but he is on board. Did reach on a fielder's choice. Here's the 0-1. That's way inside for ball 1. Kirk today went 4 for 4. 2 runs batted. I'm assuming that's 2 RBIs and a home run. Wow, yeah, that's a very good day. If you had him in fantasy today, you definitely did well. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside. Ball 2. Again, I do have a poll. I imagine it's going to be all Dodgers at this point. 75% of you guys thinking who's going to win here in extras. 2-1 count here to Betts. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Number 50 Betts. Yeah, no, he's It's usually pretty good. This year, a little bit of a down year. OPS not above 800, which usually that's a given for him. But 780. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be poked at and fouled off. Yeah, no, not too shabby, right? 4 for 4. It's all right. Been there, done that, you know. Never went 4 for 4 in my life at any baseball or rag ball or anything. 2-2 count. Runner on first here at the top of the 10th. Dodgers up 8-6 with 2 outs. Betts hits this to center. Merrill on the warning track and makes the catch for out number 3. But the damage may be done as the Dodgers push across 2 here in the top of the 10th. Your score 8-6. Padres will have Machado, Merrill, and Sheets due up. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Most likely, this is probably your first time to the channel, and that's perfectly fine. Well, as you can see, here's a poll I've done. This is why I'm doing it. I do have you guys vote for some games. That was a poll from a few days ago. I did Dodgers Cardinals won that one. Someone tried to make me look bad, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, no, I let you guys vote on some games that I do, and here this is my 44th baseball game I've done. So again, I'm no stranger to baseball. Obviously, you'll see a lot of, black and yellow there. But as of late, I've kind of backed off the Pirates, and ironically, they're actually doing well. So maybe I should just stay away. But no, I listen to you guys. Whatever you're a fan of, I try to get that in. I have a lot of NL West fans, not as much Dodgers fans, to be honest with you. But it's been a lot of Padres, Giants, Diamondbacks. I have some Mets fans that have subscribed. But yeah, just let me know. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, you have a chance to influence games that I call. Okay, wiffle ball, that was pretty good. I'm just saying. Maybe not extreme wiffle ball, but but no, I could hit the ball. I'm just saying. But also, I'll be doing football as well. I feel like I should mention that. You might have seen that thumbnail. I'm already ready for the Hall of Fame game. I mean, I'm ready to go. But yeah, college, I'll be doing at least 2 games Saturdays. You guys will be able to vote for 1. And then NFL, I'll be doing my Steelers. And, of course, you guys vote for the later half of the day. And, of course, college football is more than just Saturday, so I'll be doing college football throughout the regular season. Of course, I'll be honoring my word and continuing with baseball, even with football going in for, the weekdays. But weekends will be strictly football. I mean, even if it's baseball playoffs, I got to do football. But, again, if you want me to do playoffs, just let me know. I'll do them during the week. It's pretty much a channel for you guys. As that is not MLB Game Day. This is, as Tanner Scott's going to come out here and try to get the save. He has 11 saves on the year, 4.25 ERA. Arraez starts at second. As here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. You hit like 10 home runs. This guy. Well, I never had that ability. I was just more of a contact hitter. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. Machado is 2 for 4 on the day. 321 batting average. OPS of 903. You hate the SEC network? Really? Here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up foul. Again, I'll be covering whatever you guys pretty much tell me to do. SEC, ACC. Again, if I'm able to do 4 games that day, I'll be still doing Pac-12 at night. It just really depends on the voice and how, if I can maintain it. Here is the 1-2 to Machado. That's low for ball 2. Yeah, I know, right? This guy, 10 home runs. We're batting around over there quite a bit. 2-2 count. Arraez on second. Scott looking at him and delivers as Machado sends this right, but that one is foul. College football or Madden? Well, Madden sucks. I'm sorry. It's garbage now. I love the EA 25. That was a great game. That was a great game. Looking forward to 26. Here's the 2-2. That's upstairs, ball 3. You might be able to see. I don't know. It's pretty small, but I have my PlayStation 2 Maddens back there. Those were good. I love those games. Those are fantastic. Now, NFL 2K5, I have that. NFL 2K2. NFL 2K3. I have all the NFL 2Ks except for 2K4, even the Dreamcast versions of them. I don't know if anyone here played the Dreamcast. Shout out the Dreamcast. So he's calling for time here. So that's why there's a little bit of a delay. ESPN Plus. Yes, I'm actually getting ESPN Plus just for college football. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be outside. Oh, they rung him up. Oh, my goodness. And Machado is getting in his face. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. And Schilt is out there. He's getting in his face. He is mad. He is heated. Oh, man. I hope they show it here. That one was a little bit outside. It was close. It may have nicked the corner. That's what Game Day is saying. So maybe it was strike 3. On the TV screens, it says he didn't. On here, it's saying he did. That was a tough call. Machado, as you're seeing the live ump cam there. Oh, Machado gets right in his face. Yeah, I hate. Oh, me too, dude. The Pac-12. That was the last year. The Pac-12 was epic, because that's going to be in there. Strike 1 of Merrill's there. Weren't showing me the game there for some reason. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and did have a sacrifice earlier. Yeah, no, the Pac-12 was epic in the final year. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a ball up near his head. He just really wanted to swing there. Madden 26 cover is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. They did nail that one. Best Madden cover ever. No bias. Steelers, Cardinals, Madden 10. Troy Polamalu and Fitzgerald. And as Arraez is going to take third, here's the pitch. That's going to be poked into right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Hernandez on the run. Arraez is just literally walking home. And Merrill is standing at second with an RBI double. Did he do the double birds? I don't even know. I thought I saw something terrible there. Not family friendly. But you guys don't have to see it, so I guess it's okay. So the Padres showing some life as it's now 8-7. And that's going to bring up Sheets. He's 1 for 4, batting .250, OPS of 762. To me, that's a strike. Yeah, again, it did catch a little bit. It was close. But if it does catch a little bit of the plate, it's a strike, because that's going to be outside for ball 1. It's borderline, though. Could have called a ball. Any batter would be annoyed. San Diego is so annoying. Yeah, again, feel free to chat away. You know, I do welcome all comments. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. Within reason. I want to add that, by the way. Within reason. Let's be reasonable here. But so far, for the most part, tonight's been pretty reasonable. A 1-1 count. Scott sets and delivers. And this one's going to be popped up. Muncie trying to find it, locates it, and makes the catch for out number 2. So the Padres are down to their final out, and that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts, who's 0 for 3 with a walk. Again, he has struggled ever since heading west to San Diego. 0 for 3. With the, I already said that. Batting .233, that's what I wanted to say. Batting .233, OPS of 640. Unfortunately, Sheets did not get the home run, as Merrill is at second. Bogaerts takes strike 1. Sportsman, let's go Dodgers. One more out, and it is game over. Scott looks back at Merrill. Here's the pitch. Bogaerts hits this right, but it is foul. This guy will homer right here, right now. Oh, well, that's a bold call. 0-2 count. It's been a heck of a game. Scott sets and delivers. Bogaerts hits this to center. Paez makes the catch for out number 3. The Dodgers win a great game, 8-7 in extra innings. And again, I do thank everyone for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to hit that subscribe button. Again, I do these games, and I'll probably be making a poll right before I go to bed. You guys will decide what I do tomorrow. Again, thank you very much for stopping by. And again, you feel free to vote Dodgers Padres again if you want to see that. Again, this was fantastic. And again, if you are a football fan, I'll be doing football later down the road. So hopefully I will see you guys there as well. Again, you'll have a lot of control over what games I call as well. But you guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great night. And I hope your team won, unless, of course, they're playing my team, which my team was the Pirates, and they won today, so that's all good. And, yeah, sorry, Luis, and, I know Nick was pulling for him as well. Nick, you have a good rest of your shift. I hope you guys all have a great night, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, that's okay. You guys also have a life. You're allowed to do whatever you want to do. But, yeah, you guys have a good one. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Again, hit that subscribe button. It's free, by the way. It will not cost you a dime if you're worried about cash and money and all that. Don't worry. I'm not going to charge you. I'm a nice guy. Sheets hasn't been the same since he face planted in San Diego. Yeah. Or San Fran. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he hit the wall, and I guess not. You're probably right about. Actually, I'm curious. I want to see what his stats are in the last 2 weeks. I'm curious now. It's been about 2 weeks. OPS of 582. In the last week, it's been 429. Yeah, no, Sheets actually has been terrible since he face planted in San Francisco. That's crazy. That's a good catch, Nick. That's a good catch. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm tired, so I'm going to finish up this poll. Again, subscribe. Feel free to vote. Might be up in about 5-10 minutes, whatever. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully. Again, if not, it's all good. I'll see you later, hopefully, down the road. You guys have a great night, and take care.